That's weird.
Hello, everybody, and good morning in England. Welcome to Claude and the Bansters. Hope everyone's well. Nice to see a few people in the chat already. Hope everyone's well. Just to let everyone know, we are live on Mic. So if people can go over to Apple Play Store and Google Play Store, download the app Mic, use our code CBS301. You will then be able to sync up your app to the TV, and you'll be able to listen to Claude and the Bansters commentary during the UFC fight night tonight. So everyone go over and do that. We're also live on YouTube. I've got some great guests with me tonight, all the way from Vancouver. He does the show with me on a Monday, early morning, Sunday night. It's our Dusk till Dawn show, and it's Stan the Man. How you doing, Stan?
Good, mate. All right, Terry. All right, Glenn. And big up yourself in the chat box.
I hope you're well, mate. And we've also got the man from New York City. We've got Glenn with us tonight. How you doing, Glenn?
Hello, good evening, good morning, whatever. What time's this UFC thing start?
Now.
It's starting now. We've got the main card just starting at 2 o'clock. What we do is we just get the results up so far. 2 seconds. And let's get rid of that. Here we go.
This is the main fight now, right?
No. This is the main card. So we've got 5 fights.
And Harris.
Did you hear me?
Yeah, Overeem and Harris. I think they're coming out now.
No. We've got the main card starts now. So the first fight tonight will be Son Yadon versus Marlon Vera, which will be a featherweight bout.
Oh, okay.
And then we've got a middleweight bout of Eric Anders versus Jocko. And then we've got another featherweight bout, Dan Ige versus Edson Barbazon. And then we've got a women's straw fight bout, Claudia, is that Gadewa versus Angela Hill. And then the main fight itself, an heavyweight bout of Alistair Overeem from Holland, I do believe, fighting Walt Harris. But just before we go into talking about them boys, we've had a few fights in the prelims. Just to give you the results, we've got Ferreira, who won in the second round by submission, beating Maez. In the women's flyweight bout, Casey won in the first round by submission against Ferreira. In the featherweight bout in the men's division, we've got Elkins, who lost to Nate Landwehr. He won in the third round by decision. The featherweight bout, we've got Chikazi, who won in the third round by decision against Rivera.
Can I just say that I'm very intrigued about Aaron Rivera. They're keeping him secret from us.
Yeah, I know exactly. He's got a nice profile picture, isn't he? Hernandez, he lost in the first round by a technical knockout from Kevin Holland. And Matt Brown, a veteran of the sport of the UFC, lost in the second round to technical knockout to Baza. So yeah, that's us up to date. So as I said, we're on the main card, boys. Give us a little bit about your knowledge on UFC, Stan.
Well, I'm looking at who's fighting tonight, and I don't see Hulk Hogan or Andre the Giant anywhere. that kind of tells you what I know about UFC. But I want to ask you a question, because I know that you watch this. What is the difference between UFC and MMA? Or is it the same thing?
To be honest, there's not a lot of difference. With UFC, you can have all different sort of styles of fighting. You know, you've got Taekwondo, karate, wrestling, and you know, it's a mixture of all sorts. And it's a bit the same with MMA. The same. It's just a different name, basically. There's nothing, you know, as far as I know, there's nothing like difference really. Let anyone in the chat let us know if there is any difference between UFC and MMA. I just think UFC is you know, like a different name for it.
I'll tell you the one thing that I do know, and that's the main guy that's fighting, the Dutch guy. When I used to live in Amsterdam before I moved over here, I used to see that guy on posters everywhere, him, Alistair Overeem. So I'm backing that guy tonight. I kind of know him. I've seen his face, all right? So Alistair's my man tonight.
Okay, we go through the tower, fight tower in a minute. We'll see their stats. I just want to say hello to Adam Morgan. He said hi on Hot Mic. He said, "What's up, guys? Is Claude coming on? He may do if he's awake. If he's awake, I'll give him a shout." Joey Atom said, "Hello, guys," and Adam said, "I know nothing about UFC." So,
all right, yeah. Well, let me jump in there. The last time that I watched UFC, there were no divisions. You'd have 90-pound guys battling 300-pound guys, and a lot of times the 90-pound guy won by wrapping his legs around the 300-pound guy. It was all about, you know, getting him down to the floor. It was this whole thing. I have not watched UFC, you know, since they started doing this with, you know, divisions and women beating the hell out of each other. Is there any kissing involved? Otherwise, I'm not watching this. I hate seeing women beat the hell, and I don't care if that sounds sexist. So yeah, there were no divisions when I watched it, and there were a lot of awful ass kickings where you know you have that bloodlust of watching these things, but it was so bad sometimes you'd be like, oh God, stop! He wins. So I know nothing about this. And I can't believe that they have women doing this now too. I am officially old. I'm sure because you guys talking about looking forward to that. No, that's when I'd be making some popcorn or something. I can't watch. I can't watch that. So yeah, and eventually tonight we're going to talk about football. I hope.
We'll have a bit of football while we're in between fights, mate. That's not.
Oh, I got you.
I just want to big up Miss Melina. Hope you're well. She does a great job for us moderating on our stream. She put another late night stream, but was looking forward to this. Big up Terry, Stan, and Glenn. A great watch along early today too. Well done. Thank you very much, Melina, for your contribution and all. Appreciate that.
And also as well, big up yourself, Melina, and everyone go and check out some of the work that she's doing on her YouTube channel as well. Exactly.
Yeah, everyone go over. She's a great pianist, and if you go over, you'll be able to listen to it and see. She's very good. We've got Carefree CFC in the chat. Hope you're well. Archie, Omar, hope you're good, mate. Unlisted Opper, Georgie One Foot. Yeah, just welcome everyone. Thank you for joining us this early in the morning or maybe late at night. You know, Gooner Gamer, hope you're well. He's put MMA. It's just a style of fighting, like boxing is strictly boxing. MMA is mixed martial arts with mixed martial arts rules. So there you go.
Yeah, they're saying in the chat box that UFC is just the brand. That's like the company name of the organization.
Exactly, yeah.
So this is MMA then. Okay.
Yeah. Just going back onto what Glenn said about, I'm just going to get this up for you, Glenn. Just for you, this is, mate. Because if you didn't see the last fight between 2 seconds.
Oh, they're fighting. Who are you guys fighting now? Oh, it's just a clip.
It's just a clip, I think. Oof. This was the last fight in the women's, Glenn. It was Zayn versus Joanna, and this was her faith at the end of it.
Dear God.
This was, if you haven't seen it, Glenn and Stan, everyone in the chat, if you didn't see this fight, I'm telling you now, get yourself after this watch-along and go and have a look at this. It was 5 rounds of brutal fighting. Not one of them gave up. They both went the distance for 5 rounds, 5 minutes. And I'm telling you, it is the brutalest fight I've ever seen, even in the men's division. It is unbelievable, these women.
I do. Look, I joked before, but those women could beat the shit out of me. So yeah, I take back everything I said. No, but seriously, man, that's who's that woman on the right? Who is she? Is that after a fight?
That is after a fight. You can't really see the bubble on her head that come up. It was unbelievable. I've never seen. And then can you see that one? Look, can you see the bubble on her head?
Yes.
Dang, that can't be good for you, can it? Having that bubble.
I tell you what, it's unbelievable because the next day they put the photos of themselves on after the fight and things like that, and it was hardly there. It was
That's
hardly
for you.
But yeah, let's take that down because it's probably not good viewing for the anyone that's watching. They might make them feel a bit sick. So let's get back to
I'm not even had my dinner yet.
To the UFC. Right, we've got the first fight coming up, boys. It's the featherweight of Son Yadon versus Marlon Vera, and here's their stats. So you have got Son has got 15 wins, 4 losses, and 1 no contest. And Vera's got 15 wins, 5 losses, and 1 no contest. So pretty even there, boys. So it looks like
my glasses are fogging. I thought that was Alexis Sanchez over there on the right. Hold on a second. Okay.
I thought it was Sun and Soraya.
All right, you're gonna have to help me out here, Terry.
Yep.
What is this, like a pay-per-view thing that everybody's watching, or is this just something, like a weekly wrestling thing where everybody can watch it?
Well, I think in America, sorry,
Does anyone have to be paid to watch this?
No, because I mean, if I'm gonna be talking about it, I could always hook it up on a TV in front of me so I could at least see it. But if it's pay-per-view, sorry,
no, it's not pay-per-view. It's on ESPN.
Oh,
Dan.
okay.
Glenn. Right. It's on ESPN for use in America or Canada and things like that. But it's on BT Sport in England.
Okay.
And I can send a link to you if you need one, Glenn.
No, I'm gonna pop it up on my phone. You guys just talk amongst yourselves. So I don't want to. I'm just gonna mute my mic for a second, and you guys, if I'll unmute it in a second. I want to get ESPN on my.
Yeah.
So their weight's the same as well. Look.
The weight's exactly the same. Their height is exactly the same. Vera's got a 3.5 inch difference in reach. And he's got a 2.5 inch difference in leg reach. That's the only. Apart from that, sorry, mate.
Who'd you fancy if you was going to put a couple of quid on? Who'd you going to go for?
I'm going to go. I'll tell you what. For me, everyone in the chat, let us know who you're going for too. I'm going to go Vera. Who are you going for, Stan?
He does look a bit mean, doesn't he? He looks a little bit like, I tell you, I was looking at him thinking, who's you remind me of? He looks a bit like Gabriel Paulista. Do you remember?
Yeah.
Oh my God, I remember him.
So I'm going to go for him because, like, he's got all those like tough tattoos as well. He looks like he means business.
Yeah, I'm going with Lucas Torreira too.
They're both Ecuador's in South America, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so they're both from South America, then.
Well, again, I don't know what my damn password is. All right, I'm sorry, I can't watch it. I don't want to like, kill my mic and bring a TV in here, and so I'll just.
I'll send you a link. I'm going to send you a link.
Oh,
you can
okay.
Put it on your phone. It should be good.
The fight's just about to start, boys, and we're off. Round 1 in the UFC in the main card tonight on the UFC Fight Night.
All right, don't get all excited and send me that link so I can at least know what I'm talking about. What are you gonna say? I'm old, so you gotta talk like you're talking to an idiot.
Oh, that's a good punch there from Zane. Son, sorry.
No, I just need you in between rounds to send me the link so that I can have it on my phone and I can watch it at least.
Yeah, I think Stan's doing that now, mate.
I can't find your Twitter. Where's it? Glenn?
D-I-T. Yes, Glenn D-I-T-M.
Yes. Yeah, I got it. Okay. Give me 2 seconds. It's coming.
Terry, go ahead. Tell us.
As Glenn would say, talk amongst yourselves.
Do I really sound like that?
Yeah, it's just they're just caging each other out at the moment. This is going to be a very tight match. Their stats are all the same, basically. So it's very even Stevens. Not both went for a double kick there and nothing come of it. So that was a good kick to the head, but blocked. They're with non-title fights, Glenn, you have 3 rounds of 5 minutes. Just in case you didn't know that.
Okay.
Coming through, Glenn.
Yeah, I got it. I'm finding how to do it. Like I said, I'm old. Give me a second. I'm listening to Terry's play-by-play. Talk amongst yourselves.
I want to change my guy. I don't want to be Lucas Torreira anymore. Those yellow tight shorts are not doing him any favors at all. That's a no-no.
Hey, it worked for Rocky in Rocky 3, the yellow shorts.
These are incredibly tight, Glenn. They're incredibly tight. I think I can see his lungs.
So tight you can tell what religion he is?
Yeah.
Oh, good kick there. He's on the strike there. Vera. He's trying to command the centre of the... No. He was commanding the centre octagon there, but he's against the cage now. Oh, that is a good punch. Off the fence. Just to let everyone know, if you just joined us, go over and sign up to Hot Mic. Download the app from App Store or Google Play Store. Put in our code CBS301. And then once you've signed up, it's all free. You can sync your app to your TV and you can listen to our commentary through the TV. It's a great little...
So you're saying that people on Hot Mic now can hear me coming through their TV?
They can hear you and Glenn saying, "How's it go, Stan? You carry on doing what you're doing, boys."
That was the worst American accent I ever heard in my life.
I know. Every time I try to do an American accent, I sound like W.C. Fields.
Oh, they're clenched up together here, boys.
This can't be right. Your system
I feel under pressure now that you've told me that I'm coming through people's televisions, that I should be like proper commentating, you know?
Listen, this is going to be a great little feature for when obviously Arsenal is back properly for the Watchalong. So, I mean, we had a little practice run with the German game with Dortmund earlier. So this is our second sort of little practice run. We just make sure that everything...
Can you do that?
Yeah.
I'm laughing because I'm totally serious. This says, as I try to download the app for this fight, it says, we detected your Apple iPhone is 28% damaged because of 2 harmful viruses from your recent adult sites. I don't use my phone for Pornhub, so I don't know what it's talking about.
That link I sent you, Glenn, it shouldn't be an app you download. It should just take you to their... It's a link that should take you to their page.
Okay. All right, let me get...
Tech.
Because, on my phone, it would be too easy for my wife to see what I watch. Okay.
Well, that was the first round there, boys. Not much really that's gone on. It's a bit even Stevens at the minute.
Yeah, it looks quite even, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's very, very even Stevens. Flo said, "Glenn, round 2 for McDonald's. Go get yourself a drink, son." What did you have anyway? What was in your drink?
What? Oh, that was just soda. I feel bad now. I thought you guys had your fast food places open by now.
No, not yet. Not yet. They're coming back. Supposed to be next week.
They never shut here in Canada. Burger King, all that stuff, even kebab places, they never shut. They're still open.
I mean, you can get takeaway and get it delivered, but no sort of restaurants are open so you can go and sit down, or McDonald's all shut. Kentucky's only just recently open. I think Burger King and that's opening next week, the same as McDonald's.
You know, I feel right now trying to do this link that Stan sent me, like when I gave my elderly mother an iPhone and she was calling me every 2 minutes. What is this? I don't know. Look, this is what I'm looking at now. It's telling me, what do I go to? Discord? Do I go to?
Let me go in there with you. So if you click on that link, right, and
I click on that link and it gives me several different choices. Should I talk in a really old? And it gives me all these choices. Oh shit! I dropped my phone. Hold on. I'm not kidding. Hold on. I'm coming. I'm back. Yeah. So it just gives me this weird ass shit.
It's giving you all the different choices of who's providing the stream. So if you see the top one, it's Stream CR7, Sky Office, hit that link, Sky Box Office, and then it should take you through to the fight.
So don't go to ESPN, go to Sky Box Office.
These are just links. Choose any one of them, but that CR7 one's usually pretty stable and pretty good. The top one.
Okay. I have to download an app.
You've got to shut down Pornhub first.
Okay. Hold on. Delete barely 18. All right. No, I'm just kidding. All right.
Midgets and balloons. Sorry, did I say that out loud?
Oh, these poor people trying to watch a fight. All right. I'm almost. But are we on YouTube now? Or are we just voices in a television?
No, we're on YouTube and we're on Op Mic, mate. We're on both. We're live on both. Oh, but there's a little bit of blood, I think, on Son's math. Oh, there's a great punch from Son there. Right hand. Oh, another one. Oh, Son's coming on strong here.
I'm trying to work out if I was synced up at the same time. Mine says like 4 minutes 28 on the clock. 25, 24. Are we at the same time?
On what?
You know the clock at the bottom of the fight.
My one's going down.
Yeah, what's the time? What you got on yours?
I've got 2:46. 2:45.
Oh, right. I'm 2 minutes behind you. I'm still on 4 minutes 5.
Oh, this is another good punch.
Glenn will probably come in and be on 6 minutes.
I don't know if I'm ever going to get there. This is awful.
How are you getting on with that?
I was reading all about a coronavirus thing. It didn't take me to it. Bear with me. I'm trying. I'm not now. This is like something I have to do.
TV. I think that's the first time I've seen you, mate. Welcome to our channel, mate. Hope you enjoy it. Cheddars, how you doing, mate? Big yourself up. How the hell am I up? Same here, mate.
So Terry, right? You done a watch along earlier with the Borussia Dortmund Schalke game.
That's correct.
What was your thoughts now that football's come back and we had a chance to see some football? What did you think of it?
Listen, I was, very excited to have a bit of football back. I think we all are, as long as they're still saying it's safe. It's different out in Germany. If it was over here, I don't agree with having over 6,000 tests just to get some games on, if you know what I mean, and taking it away from the nurses, the doctors, and teachers, whoever needs it on the front line. But if they're saying it's safe and they've been tested, then we'll go with that. It was very subdued. Just be honest, it was very subdued. It was. I don't know. I mean, we see 4 goals from Dortmund, but it was just, we got some great elbows here. Sorry for breaking up there. Great elbows there from Vera, but they're back in the ring, going for it again. So
Vera, I keep thinking my aunt's in the ring, getting smashed about.
There was four goals from Dortmund, but it was just more like an exhibition game. It was like there was a friendly handshake at the beginning. There was there was hardly any 50-50 tackles going in. It was just Yeah, it was just,
kind of like, like when you get the beginning of the season and they've just all sort of like come out of a pre-season, the first few games can be a little bit, as you say, like feeling each other out. Do you think there could be like a little bit of that to do with it? Because, yeah, obviously without the crowd, it's a real sterile atmosphere.
Yeah.
Like you say, we got 4 goals out of it. Do you know what I mean? And I was glad to see some kind of football come back. And as we were saying earlier, before we come on, I suppose now all we can do is see what the fallout is from it and see whether it's been, whether everyone's got an all clear and it continues. I know Glenn loved it. You loved the football, didn't you, Glenn?
We can't hear you, Glenn.
Glenn, you got yourself on mute.
Can't hear you. Just quickly before while Glenn's sorting out his volume, that was the second round over. Son looks in a pretty bad way at the moment. His face is very bloody at the moment. He looks like he's got a bloodied nose and a bloodied lips. And Vera has done well in that second round. So he definitely won the second round there. Can you hear us now, Glenn?
I've been able to hear you. Can you hear me?
We can hear you now, mate. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm firing up my 10-year-old laptop to try and watch this thing with you guys. Because it's just not working on my phone. So just to weigh in on the German football today, none of us were emotionally invested in it. Okay, yeah, I want the crowds back too, but picture being emotionally invested in it. Arsenal is playing. We hear every scream from Mikel Arteta on the sideline. It's going to be fun when the Premier League comes back. This is like Terry said before. This is the testing ground. Iron out all the kinks, and then the Premier League will come back, and we'll all be, because admit it, if that was Arsenal playing today, we all would have been.
Sorry, Glenn, just to butt in. Vera's got him on the floor now. He's trying to mount him on top.
You're definitely watching the UFC there, right?
We are definitely watching UFC. He's got him on the floor.
So yeah, we're definitely. I've got
that was a good punch to the stomach.
Right here.
He's got him up against the cage now. This is not sexual positions. Don't worry about that.
Yeah, I'm getting a lot of double entendres every time you're describing this, Terry.
They're both up on their feet. Sorry, go on, Glenn. Sorry to butt in there, mate.
No, I think I'm getting it. Keep going. Come on, Torreira. I'll be right there.
Obviously, just started round 3 here.
Oh, you'll see in a minute. They both come out quite good, and then they get him on the floor in a second, Stan. They're both up now, but he's commanding the centre again, Vera. With 3 minutes to go. Son needs to do something drastic here, otherwise the fight is going to definitely go to Vera in my eyes. I don't know about everyone in the chat. Who do you think's winning this at the moment? Let us know.
Well, he's got him. Any Torreira's on him, mate. Yeah, I see you're saying about. He's got him on the floor there. Got his head going in under his chin as well.
Vera's nose is bleeding too now. Oh, good punch there from Son. He's gonna. Oh, two great. One uppercut and a left hook there. That was great from Son. Oh, another great left hook.
There's got to be an easier way to earn a living, man.
Oh, they're both going for it now. They're slugging it out.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Go on, Vera. This is a great round. This last round. He's just swinging now, Son. He is just coming out swinging. Oh, what a great punch. They're both just standing there. Oh, what a great punch from Vera.
Could go either way, couldn't it?
This is unbelievable. Great third round. Oh, They're just both swinging at each other. Knees. They're both taking a bit of a breather up against the cage at this second with 1 minute and 20 to go. Come on, Son. If you want to get back into this fight, mate, you need to push him off. And no, Vera's took him back to the ground. Or Vera, or however you want to say it. You there, Stan?
Hey, where'd Stan go?
I don't know. I looked up and then his picture went. Oh, what a great punch with a left hook. And now Son's coming back. Oh, he's on top of him now. Vera. Is he going to go for it? No. He was going to go for a submission there. Oh. He's got full mount. Well, he had full mount there, Vera. Oh, he tried to go for a kick. Oh, my God. It's all over. It's all over. It's going to go to decisions by the judges here, but Vera's definitely got it there, Glenn, at the end of the day, mate.
What do they do, 3 rounds?
Yeah, with non-title fights, it's 3 rounds of 5 minutes. But with title fights, it's 5 rounds of 5 minutes.
Okay, that's the way I remember it, except there were no divisions. Okay, I'm just all right. So now it's going to a decision. Now, is this the main fight or is this an undercard?
This is the main card, but we've got 5 fights on the.
Oh, okay.
So this is the first of the. Let's just message Stan, see if he lost you, mate. So let's see who's wins this fight. The official decision coming up. Have you got it up yet, Glenn?
No. This it's coming though. It's actually coming. Now I have to sign up. I'm sorry. Like I told you, I'm trying to do this on a 10-year-old laptop. It's like waking up a cranky old man.
Archie said Vera wins takedown a big, definitely. He won the last round easy. Oh, Stan, you're back. How you doing, mate? Can you hear us? We can't hear you, Stan. Can't hear you.
Oh, there you go. I hear you.
Yeah. Can hear you now.
Yeah, I just got a dodgy power cord on this laptop, and if you don't keep, because I moved to a different spot, it's a funny connection, right? And then it's just uncharged and turned itself off, and I won't keep an eye on it.
Oh.
It's one of them old laptop things I got here.
We're just waiting for the official decision. It's gone to. Oh, we lost him again. Here we go, Glenn. The judges are coming. Scorecards are coming up now.
Okay. After the scorecards, I'll talk to you. I'm gonna move this. I'm gonna go watch it on my TV.
Oh my God, that is disgusting. A unanimous decision, and they give the fight to Son.
The way you were describing it, that sounds like an outrage.
That is unbelievable. I don't know about everyone in the.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, I can hear you now. Can you hear us? Nope, he's gone again. All the trainers behind him have got their face mask on. I can't believe that. Everyone in the chat, do you think that's the right decision? Let us know. I think that's controversial to me. I would have definitely give it the other way to Vera. Can you hear us, Stan?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, I preferred it when Glenn was below me, man. What's going on?
I just said that the judges have given the fight to Son, which is unbelievable, mate. Archie's put, what the fuck? These judges. The Urban Ghost has put, no way. The judges are a disgrace, Archie's put. I mean, that is just unbelievable. I mean, Vera was all over him. Unbelievable. How on earth that they give it that way is ridiculous.
I think a lot of people got the ump with China at the moment, and they're having to go back any way they can. They're like, "Fuck you, man! You didn't do shit."
I can't believe that. Honestly, I'm shocked with that. That's the first decision I've seen on UFC like that for ages. That's been as bad as that. Franklin Goodwin's put Vera definitely won. Right, let's before we come on to the next fight, let's talk a bit about football then. Let's move that for a second.
Well, as I was saying before, I understand because the more people than I thought were like, yeah, it was nice seeing football, but without the crowds. I think we need to, again, put it into perspective. This is what we're dealing with right now. We can't have the crowds. So, like for you, Terry, going to games all the time, okay? You don't get to hear the players shouting. You don't get to hear what you see Arteta screaming on the side, but how often do you hear what he's saying? You know, it's going to be different when Arsenal comes back. You know, none of us are emotionally invested in the Bundesliga. That's not a shot at the Bundesliga. It's just not what we have the passion for. Do you understand what I'm saying? I think we just need to, iron out the kinks with the Bundesliga, and then we'll be back in June. I understand everybody that's saying, it's like it's like preseason, blah, blah, blah. I saw some terrific football today in the 3 games that I watched. So I don't know. I hate always being on the defensive with this kind of stuff, but it's not Arsenal we're watching. Of course, we're not going to be totally riveted to it.
Stan, would you say to that, mate?
I'd have to agree with Glenn, what Glenn's saying there. I mean, for me, getting up at 6 o'clock this morning to watch German football, I wasn't getting up to watch Arsenal, but for me, it was a bit like, when you're driving down the motorway and on the other lane, you see like police cars and a car on fire, and you slow down to have a little bit of a look. That's what I was doing. This morning out of morbid curiosity. And the thing that disappointed me the most was there was no cardboard cutouts in the chairs. That's the thing. I know about that. That's what I wanted to see. That's why I got up. They didn't
First of all, you are the king of analogies, Stan. I freaking love your analogy. I don't give a shit about cardboard cutouts. I remember a week or 2 ago, there was some silly talk about an app you could have at home where you could hear fans around the world. I'm like, that is the dumbest idea I ever heard. How long will it take the trolls to ruin that in the middle of watching a game?
The nice thing about that is that if you've got this app, right, to send in your immediate action when a goal happens, VAR is totally going to fuck up that spontaneity, right?
Yes.
It totally kills all of that.
When there was
you'll have the speakers in the stadium with the app. When there's a goal, all you hear is people going, "Hold on, is that a goal? What the fuck is that?"
Adams put here, I was thinking a few weeks, football to watch, not bad. And then when it came to it, you can't be asked to watch German football behind closed doors.
Yeah, everybody's, you can't argue with people that have that opinion. He didn't like it. Maybe it'll grow on you. Personally, I like seeing some decent football while we wait for the Premier League to come back. And for me, it took me a long time in life to learn to try to accept what you can't control, but I finally kind of got a handle on that and everything except with my family, and I can deal with this kind of thing.
I do agree with what you boys are saying, but for me, I don't know. I mean, let's be honest, right? You're saying that it ain't Arsenal, but if we watched that game today and it was Arsenal against Tottenham with no fans and the way that game planned out with no sort of tackling, you know what I mean? It was just like a walk in the park. And, let's God forbid that he'd say Tottenham beat us 4-0 or Arsenal won 4-0. I mean, obviously, we would be happy that we beat Tottenham 4-0, but the actual game itself, would you have been happy with it the way it planned out? That's what I'm saying. With no fans, there's no atmosphere. It's just like an exhibition match. One team it looked like that one team weren't even bothered if they lost 4-0. That's what I'm talking about. Do you know what I mean? What would you feel then, Glenn?
All right. I look, I agree with everything you said up until the end when you said that they didn't care they lost 4-0. Both teams are trying. Schalke was playing 5 at the back for a lot of the game. And to me, that wasn't playing 5 at the back. Even after they went down, they were still doing that. So, Terry, I can't argue with you. I can't argue with you about your taste in football. And I watched 3 games today, and I saw a lot of tackling today. I don't think I don't think that's a valid argument. I'll tell you one thing that I did like a lot was they had 5 substitutions. For the longest time, I thought in the Premier League that they maybe should think about moving it up to 4 substitutions a game, only because there's so many freaking injuries in the game right now. I know the traditionalists right now are telling me I'm an ass, but so I also wanted to see how they use the 5 subs. I thought that was pretty cool too. Terry, I can't argue with you, except when you say they weren't trying. I saw 3 games with 6 teams trying today. That's all. I don't want to argue with you though, because
no. I mean, I don't mean it like it's set in stone that they didn't try. I just meant it. That's how it felt. If you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it felt like. I mean, obviously, it's probably because there wasn't any atmosphere with the crowd and all. Because it's quite a derby game. It's a big derby game.
Yes, it's the biggest one. It's the biggest one in Germany. I understand that.
It was very subdued, if you know what I mean. It was just, yes, I'm glad the football's back. Yes, I'm glad. Obviously, hopefully, everything is safe. Well, I suppose we will find out over the next couple of days if any players are tested positive or anything like that afterwards. Hopefully, they don't, and they go back home and it's all safe with their families and everything like that. But it was just I only see that game. I didn't watch any of the other ones. I only see that game, so I'm only going off of that game personally myself.
Okay, so guys, I'm not leaving. I'm just moving into the next room where I can have my TV in front of me so I can see what the hell you're talking about while these people are fighting. So I'll be back in like 2 or 3 minutes, okay? I'm not signing off. I'm muting it and killing the mic, okay?
Okay, mate, because we haven't heard the alarm go off yet, so you shouldn't be leaving us.
No. She's not gonna. No alarm. Now let me mute this so I can have a TV in front of me so I can watch what you're watching. Okay.
Okay, mate, no problem.
All right.
Can you hear me all right? Because I've got a bit of lag at my end. I can see myself moving after I've moved, and I just wondered if you can actually hear me.
I can see you, and you're not lagging on my end, mate, at all.
All right, so that's right then.
Just what we do quickly is we get up the stats for the next fight, mate, because it'll be coming on soon. We've got Anders versus Jotko. Anders is 13 wins and 4 losses. Jotko is 21-4. Anders is fighting out of the United States, and Jotko is fighting Poland. They're both 6'1", both 185 pound. Jotko's got a 2-inch reach difference, and Anders has got a 2.5 leg reach difference. So it's pretty even again there, Stan. So everyone in the chat, let us know, who do you think is going to win this next fight? Stan, who are you going for?
I'm going for the Polish lad straight off, mate. No messing about. I've got them Polish people. They don't fuck about, do they? Do you know what I mean? He's probably doing this for the village. There's a lot riding on it. Do you know what I mean? There's a lot riding on it. He looks like a mean sod and all.
Do you know what? I mean, it is mad because when you look at just them pictures, I mean, you look at Anders there, he looks a lot bigger.
He does look a lot bigger, but I don't know. I just got this feeling that, you know what I mean? The Polish guys, I don't know where I'm getting all this from. I'm just making it all up in my head, but I just got this feeling that he's had it a bit rough. He's not had an easy life, and he ain't letting this opportunity go. He's like, whereas Anders, he's got Wi-Fi, Xbox. He don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? He's got it all laid on. Jocko,
Right,
he's had to fight his way up. I'm going with him.
You're going with Jocko. All right. I'm still deciding. Cheddars is saying Anders will win. Archie said Anders. Miss Molina's going Anders. Sam Gooner said Anders all the way. Come on now. Archie says Stan doesn't work in UFC. Well, let's make it interesting. I'm going to go with Anders the same as the chat room. So, yeah, boy has put the Polish look like he's been in prison.
Exactly.
Stan, that works in everything except for UFC. So yeah, this I mean, it's still, it's still a good matchup. I mean, obviously Jocko is your man. Stan has won. He's had obviously 7 more fights.
Yeah, he's had a few more, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's had 7 more fights and won them ones really. So let's see if I can go down. So yeah, let's look at the stats here. We've got Anders has got a 67% KO technical knockout compared to Jocko of 30%.
Wow.
They both really ain't got no submission game really, only 8 and 5%. Decisions. Jocko looks like he goes all 3 rounds normally, 65% compared to Anders at 25%. Average time fight is, I say that, but average time fight is about 12 and a half minutes for both. So it's still the 3rd round in both games, for both fighters there. So that should be interesting. So we'll get back to that fight as soon as it comes on, everyone.
Is that how many rounds it is in the fights? 3 rounds only?
Yeah, non-title fights are 3 rounds only of 5 minutes, and title fights are 5 rounds of 5 minutes.
Okay.
Adam said, I'm going for a shock Jocko win. So he's with you. You're not on your own, Stan. You've
Last one, Adam.
With you.
Cheers, Adam.
The game has put Anders. So we will get back to that in a minute. We'll just talk about a bit more about football. But before we do, I just want to quickly say about the Hot Mic again. Everyone, if you've just joined us or you don't know about it, go and download the app Hot Mic from Apple Play Store or Google Play Store and use our code to sign up. It's all completely free. Use the code CBS301. And once you've done that, you can watch our stream through Hot Mic and you can sync it up through your TV and listen to our commentary. This is going to be great for the Arsenal watch-alongs when they football definitely comes back. So get yourself over and do that. Yarboy has put, plus Polish people have a natural fighting resolve.
Scrappers. Proper scrappers, mate.
Charlie's put, come on, Anders. So you got a couple more coming on the stream here, Stan. Oh, we've got Glenn back. Here he is.
I'm looking at. Oh,
you got it hooked up, Glenn. You live?
Yeah, I'm looking at it. Hold on a second. I'm looking at a commercial. The fight didn't start yet, right? Can you hear me?
Are you looking? Are you looking at a commercial, or is it like a UFC commercial showing the fighters? I want to see.
Nah, somebody mowing their lawn. Oh, you can't see it from there. Somebody mowing their lawn. Shop online. Pick up over 9,000 local dealers. And
all three of us are on different times here. This is brilliant.
You like that name, Stan and Glenn?
What name? What are you talking about? Now you got me in my man cave here. I'm going to be sitting back, falling asleep, smoking pot soon.
Is that Mike the
Fighter? I love the moustache in that.
Hello, everyone. Cheers for the Slovenia here. Is that Slav Nina here? Right, just to give you the tail of the tape for these 2 fighters, Glenn, because we've just gone through it, I'll just give you it again. Anders against Jocko. Anders has won 13 and 4 losses. Jocko has won 21 with 4 losses. And they're both about even in height, weight, reach, and leg reach. So looking at the 2 fighters, who are you going with?
Where's Glenn going to put his money?
Oh, he didn't have his headphones on. No, I told him that. He didn't.
What? Shut up. What? In the man cave, I keep it like it's gonna snow in here, so I had to switch to my hat. It's freaking cold. And
Glenn, Terry was reading out the tail of the tape for you, and he went, "So who are you picking, Glenn?" And he didn't even have your headphones on.
All right, it's back to the fight now. Oh no, it's a commercial for Michael Jordan's documentary. Hold on. All right, now I'm still looking at commercials.
That's all right. There's still commercials on mine, Glenn. Quickly,
okay.
Like I just said, we've got Anders has won 13 fights and lost 4. Jotko has won 21 and lost 4. They're both 6'1", both 185 pound. Their reach and the leg reach are more or less the same, just a little bit in it. So who are you going for?
I'm going for that guy on the left. The guy on the right looks like he doesn't even want to be there. So I'm.
Glenn. That's how he draws you in. That's exactly how he draws you in.
So you're going for Anders and all. So you're on your own stand in this fight.
I know. Again, come on. What's his name? Christoph Jotko.
There's a lot of people in the chat that's going for Anders, the same as us, Glenn. So.
Oh, I don't know anything about this. I went for the guy that looks like a badass, not the guy that looks like, with the Dumbo ears. I'm just.
Yeah, but Glenn, he's got Dumbo ears, right? But he's got a secret weapon. He's Eastern European.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, see?
Eastern Europe. Oh, can I go with the guy on the right? And I apologize.
No. You can't change your mind now. You've put your money on Glenn. That is it. We took your money.
All right. Well, I don't want to piss off any Eastern European fighters, so I take back everything I said. All right, I got the guy on the left. Fine. Holy cow. Oh, here we go. All right, now. Oh, that looks like the old steel cages when I used to watch, when there were no divisions.
Yeah.
Do they still do that move called the toe stomp on people? When
they step on your feet. Yeah.
When they step on your toes?
Yeah, they do all of that. They do that. They do everything.
They punch somebody in the nuts, but it didn't bother me. But if they stepped on their toe with a boot or something, it always like, I could feel that. All right. Oh, I love that jacket on that ring announcer. I do. I love that jacket. Oh, yeah.
Beast. Our American one here, Glenn.
Ooh, that guy looks pissed. He looks like he heard what I said. I'll show that fucking American guy. Dumbo ears, eh?
Just 2 seconds.
So there's no crowd, right?
Yeah, there's no crowd. We're just getting on the way now. Now you see what we're seeing, Glenn.
Oh yeah, you know what? This totally looks like a Rocky movie where you got the badass Mr. T over there who I'm looking at just going back and forth like he's ready to kick somebody's ass. And then there's the other guy, Rocky, in the other corner. He's kind of just talking to Mick like, "Don't you stop this fight, Mick." Oh, the referee looks more badass than the fighters. All right.
That's Dean. He's been there for years, Dean.
Oh, okay.
It's funny.
Hello, now I'm interested. Hi, sweetie. What's up? Okay.
It's funny you say that about Rocky, Glenn, because I'm on Facebook. I'm doing a series at the moment. I'm doing a series of the 10 worst betrayals in ever to have happened. And at number 8, I've got Tommy Gunn from Rocky.
Yeah. I wasn't too happy. I wasn't too happy with Rocky 4 either. So Drago might make that list if you ask me. All right. I have not watched this shit in 20 years, man. This is awesome.
Okay. I think I'm on the same timeline. Did the referee just get introduced?
No, you're behind.
No.
I've got the girl coming out. She's the girl. Okay.
We're already a minute and a half into it.
Yo, hit reset, Stan.
They've just started now. They've just started.
Oh my God.
Dean the Goat Archers, but I remember him fighting in the Cage Warriors over here. He was rubbish.
I feel rude looking at my TV while I'm doing this.
Flo, I've sent you the link, mate. Join up.
Come on, Jotko.
They're just caging each other out at the moment in this first round.
Oh, I see. You guys put the camera
But
there.
See, with this, Glenn, is look, if you see Jotko, he's look at that. That's a good punch. Good right hand there from Jotko.
Oh, I was moving my laptop. I missed it. Oh, by the way, my son is about 6 feet away from me playing GTA 5. I told him to be quiet, but I doubt that's going to work.
Oh, that's all right. That's not a problem.
Hey, I'm gonna turn the camera off for 1 second.
Oh, that's a great punch there from Anders.
Gonna turn the camera off for 1 second. Be right back.
No problem, mate. They're tied up now. Anders looks so much bigger when they're grappling. Oh, legs took it to the floor. Anders took it to the floor. Is he going for the head? No, I thought he was going to go for the headlock, man.
You're ahead of me. Oh, he's punching him in the side of his head. Is there any kind of illegal moves like kicking in the balls or biting or anything, gouging in the eyes?
You can't bite, obviously. You can't bite. You know what I mean? It's not Mike Tyson against Brandon Holyfield. You can't bite. You can't bite, and you can't knee in the face or anything if they've got two knees on the floor.
Right.
So if they're on the floor, if they've got one knee up, I'm sure you can knee them in the face. But if they've got both knees on the floor, then you can't knee or kick or any. You can punch still.
Can you kick them in the jaws? Is that allowed?
No. Well, if they do, sometimes
that would basically stop everything, wouldn't it?
Yeah, they just stop the fight for a couple of minutes.
I mean, like,
they get their breath.
In the jaws, that's going to stop him dead, done.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't. You know what else has changed since I watched this? They used to wear shorts. What are these guys? Why are these guys wearing their underwear?
Yeah, exactly. They're incredibly tight.
So what you're trying to say, boys? They've got nice asses. Is that what you're saying?
No, don't put words in my mouth.
I think my missus would like this.
Come on, Rocky.
Oh, that's a great punch. Anders has got. Oh, that was a great kick and a punch there from Anders.
I'm a few seconds.
Yeah, you're not had no eye pokes either.
Terry, I'm a few seconds behind you. After you said, "Oh, look at that punch," then 2 seconds later, I saw that punch.
I'm on 1:40.
At least I'm not like Stan. He's still in the last fight, right, Stan?
Yeah.
I'm so behind. I've got Tyson. I've got Ali Foreman on. So, just speaking of that, what do you guys make of this Mike Tyson comeback exhibition? All right, Flo.
How you doing, Flo? Hope you're well, mate.
Hi, Stan. Terry. Glenn, how are you, mate?
Hey, are you the guy from Australia who got all pissed off at me earlier today?
No. Yeah, I'm that guy, but I wasn't pissed off. All good, mate.
Oh, it is you. Okay, because I said, you look like somebody, and you're like, that's insulting. And then 2 minutes later, you were gone.
It was 2 o'clock in the morning. I had to leave.
All right, cool.
What's the time there now?
Time here now is midday.
Midday, nice.
I'm sorry. I'd rather be honest than pretend I forgot your name. Otherwise, I'll just be calling you Australia all night.
Terry, you want to be honest?
It's Flo. His name's Flo.
Okay.
My uncle's Torre Andre Flo.
Torre Andre Flo.
Chelsea legend.
Adam's put who's winning this. It's been a bit bit of a draw, I'd say, the first round, to be honest. There's some great punches from Anders, but it's been a bit tight at the moment. So let's see what happens in the second round.
They've just stopped the first round now. Literally just stopped.
Oh, that was a good reverse punch.
I'm going to be laughing at you all show long, Stan. I'm going to be laughing at you all.
I'm going to find another stream, man, and see if I can get on.
Have you got a stream?
I just wanted to ask you guys. Right,
I'm watching a lot on ESPN.
I wanted to ask you guys, right? So, what are your thoughts on this Tyson comeback exhibition thing?
I thought it was a joke. He's really doing it?
Yeah,
He's not coming back for the like proper fight for the belts. They stay in exhibition matches.
Yeah.
And I've heard that Evander Holyfield has also said he's going to do exhibition matches. So obviously the pair up there is to get them two in the ring again, right? What do you reckon?
Also, he's looking to fight some Australian fighters. Well, they were professional sports people in Australian rules football, which is like an NFL over here. He was a part-time boxer. He's looking to fight him as well. Barry Hall.
He said he won't fight that guy. He said that he only wants to fight people that no one from across sports. He doesn't want to fight anyone who does MMA. He only wants to fight legit boxers.
Yeah,
he doesn't want to disrespect the sport, in his words.
Yeah. Now, these guys that are from Australia that want to fight him, they're actually boxers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because he's a legend, but he's an old legend. We live in the 90s. Let's throw on some bare naked ladies CDs. Come on, guys.
Have you seen the footage of him actually working out? Looks pretty good.
No, he's an old man. No.
Listen, I was listening to something the other day, and I think it was an old trainer of his, Tyson's, and he said nothing to. I don't want to be disrespectful to Tyson or any of Evander Holyfield or any of these guys, but the clips that you see on Twitter and YouTube and whatever, it's all well and good to do it for like 10 minutes and no punches coming back, but there's no way that these guys will be able to get in the ring and take punches and go more than 10 minutes.
That's ridiculous. I don't know who would want to watch that. I don't understand that at all. Why don't we get Hulk Hogan, dig up Andre the Giant, let them fight too. Let them fight Andre the Giant's corpse. Come on.
We paid to watch that, Glenn.
So would I. I used to love
watching him. I was watching him do his training, right? The guy had the pads on and the hand pads. And I was watching him and I was literally pissing blood just watching him. I wouldn't want to have any of that at all. I felt sorry for the guy in the padded suit.
Cheddar report, apparently the match is in Saudi. The amount of money he will make. Exactly. The king, how you doing, mate?
He's doing it for charity, right? I don't think he's doing it for the money, because I saw him he does a thing on YouTube. He has a channel called Hot Boxing with Mike Tyson, where he interviews people. And I saw him on it about a month or so ago, before I heard about any of this comeback stuff. And he was basically saying that since he's been out of boxing, he just feels useless. He doesn't feel like he's the same person. He doesn't know what to do with himself. He misses the adulation. And Mike Tyson...
Did Tyson get married? That sounds like every married man. He was literally in tears and welling up and crying while he was saying that. And then about a month later, I hear he's making a comeback. So, hold on. Flay looks like he's wanted by the police. When he did those documentaries, and you don't want them to know. You don't want them to know who you are. You keep going dark, like silhouette. Like when you see those mafia documentaries, and I don't want the Don to know that they're spilling the beans, and they do their voice.
You're going to have a voiceover in a minute, a woman's voiceover.
I don't think he can even. Can you hear us, Flo?
Yeah, I can hear you guys. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, yeah.
So I
saying you look like a shadow silhouette.
Shadowing out.
On the face.
Adjust your brightness. I see him fine. Him and his 1980s sunglasses there. He's fine. I'm kidding, Flo. Oh, you know what it looks like? Are you outside, Flo? It's like
I'm outside.
All right. Yeah. Is it like partly cloudy, so the clouds go over and then you darken on us a little bit, and then
there's a bit of sun here. Yeah, probably. The clouds are moving a bit. So yeah.
All right.
Well, I'll try to get some bit of lighting.
All right. These guys are just in the corner wrestling. Nobody.
Yeah, they're tiring.
Terry, do these guys? It used to be all about mixed martial arts, and one guy would try to get the other guy on the floor. The other guy would try to stay up and box. It's not that way anymore, huh?
No. That's yeah. I mean, you got a lot more to it now. I mean, these two are just holding on to each other at the moment. They're obviously
they look a bit tired.
Yeah, they look fatigued at the moment. But
see, now this looks like a draw, this fight to me. When I used to watch UFC, there was this Asian guy that always tried to get the bigger guys down on the floor, and he won every time. I can't remember his name. I'm going to have to look him up.
Was it Gracie?
Yeah, it was Gracie. Oh, so you've
Yeah,
been watching it since the beginning. Okay.
Yeah, Gracie. Yeah, he was the one who basically more or less started it all off, to be honest. But he was very good at takedowns and submissions with arm bars and leg bars and all things like that. But yeah, it's moved on a little bit since then. There's a lot more, like I said. I mean, when I showed you the woman's fight and the way she ended up, I mean, the punches that she took to the head, honestly.
I know. I can't believe you showed pictures of that. I can't unsee that. And Stan, what Mike Tyson hotboxing? Do you know what we call hotboxing here? When you're in bed with your wife and you fart under the covers and bring her under the covers. That's a hotbox.
All right, okay. I
don't want no hotboxing with Mike Tyson.
we call that a Dutch oven.
Yeah, that too. Hotboxing with Mike Tyson.
These guys look tired, mate.
Gracie, he isn't Asian, he's Brazilian.
Oh man, Rocky looks tired.
Well, let me ask you a question, right? Because you watch this UFC more than me, right? And I used to watch a lot of the WWE. Which, yeah, I know it's basically EastEnders or Coronation Street, but you take a chair shot on their head every now and again. I get that, but Brock Lesnar, right? He went over to the UFC and stuff. Was he actually any good at it?
No, he was crap.
In the UFC, was he good?
He was crap. All he was just a big lump. He was just a big lump. But as soon as anyone with a bit of technical ounce against him, he couldn't do anything. Obviously, you know what I mean? If he caught you with a punch and got you on the floor, then you weren't really getting up from that because he was too big. Do you know what I mean? But, you know, he wasn't that great, mate.
So let me ask you the next question now is, how good, in your opinion, because I don't really watch a lot of this, right? How good is Conor McGregor?
Well, see, the way I would describe it for me with Conor McGregor is he's a bit like Özil. you would split the fan base. You would split the fan base because what I mean by that is that I think he's fantastic. He's got a lot of math. Do you know what I mean? He is a bit of a dick outside the octagon, if you know what I mean, in his private life with what he's done. You know what I mean? He's done a couple of silly things, well, a few things, I should say. But just as a sports person, just going on UFC, he is fantastic for me. His fights are fantastic. He's never been knocked out. He taps out. He's been tapped out. He's with Ed bars a couple of times. But 9 times out of 10, the shit he chats to fighters before the games and with the build up, he does, if you know what I mean. He backs it up.
He's more of a brand now, but more than a UFC fighter. He's focusing more on his brand and he's coming out with all these, like the whiskey and a few other merchandise as well. So I think he's been there, done that. He's focusing more on his brand now than actually fighting. Because
I understand that everybody wants to see him fight that nutter. What's his name? Khabib. Was that the one where they threw the trolley at the bus?
Yeah. I mean, they had the first fight.
Happen? And if that happened, who do you think would come out on top? Because that Khabib guy looks like a nutbag.
Listen, I mean, Khabib is a very, very good fighter. He's a he's very strong. He's very committed. Like you said, Eastern European fighter. So, you know what I mean? They're dedicated to the sport. Absolutely dedicated.
I'm sure I saw a video of him like punching a bear or wrestling a fucking bear or something. You know?
But the thing is for me, with this second fight now, if they did have the second fight, it will be a lot more interesting because obviously Conor McGregor got beaten in the last one. So he won't be doing all this.
How bad was it, a beating? Was it a
no, not bad beating.
No,
he just tapped out.
He gave him a good beating, bro. He gave him a good beating. He was cut open as well, and he was bleeding.
Yeah, I mean,
don't have a touch on him.
Don't forget, McGregor was cut open and all that with the Diaz fight.
Yeah,
and look what he done in the second fight. Do you know what I mean? He absolutely annihilated, in my eyes, Diaz. But I think he'd be much more dedicated, McGregor. Do you know what I mean? He cut out all this PR shit. He won't be giving it the big un. He'll go back to the drawing board and he, you know what I mean, he would train really hard because he doesn't want to get the second loss, in my opinion. That's just my opinion. Do you know what I mean? I mean, everyone else will have.
If it does happen, he'll get knocked out again. He tapped
Do you
out.
reckon this fight is going to happen? It sounds like that's the one that everybody wants to see in this sport, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's one of the biggest fights out there again. I mean, definitely got around. But I mean, a lot of people don't give him the respect he deserves. You know what I mean?
Which one?
McGregor. They don't give him the. You know, he fought Aldo. Aldo was the champion who not lost for nearly 10 years. Yeah, and he knocked him out within 20 seconds.
No. Right, he doesn't get the respect he deserves because he talks too much shit. But
well, yeah, that's what I mean.
It sounds like Claude's not a fan of Conor McGregor. Am I picking up on that?
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. It's like my same as Ozil. You either love him or you hate him. Do you know what I mean? There's no in between with McGregor, I don't think.
Because just switching to actual boxing. I was just reading 2 days ago that Deontay Wilder is going to step away now to allow Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury to fight. Did you see that?
Well, I didn't see it, but that's the right thing to do. Obviously, after watching the fight in America live, you probably watched it on TV.
That's right, he was there.
Yeah, I was there, mate. But after watching that annihilation of Fury, what he done, there's no way that there should be a third fight. Let's be honest, he already won the first fight anyway.
Yeah.
Even with that knockdown that Wilder got against him, he won the first fight and he absolutely annihilated him in the second fight. There should not be a third fight, and he should go to AJ the next fight. But even then, I think Fury and absolutely annihilate him. I don't know about you, Glenn.
Me, I want them to stop wearing underwear when they fight. That guy in the red, looks like he has a third arm between his legs. The other guy, I've seen more of his ass than I've seen of my wife's ass the last 6 months. This is ridiculous, man. I mean, where's
go? The decision? Hold up, Glenn. The decision. Who's going to get it?
I don't know. Look, all I saw was a bunch of people hugging. The Rocky got off a few punches in the first round, so I guess I'd give it to him.
I'm on a commercial break. I'm missing.
No, I just came back. Stan, we've already established that you're 2 minutes behind us.
Jocko won. Your man, Stan.
Really?
Yeah, he won.
Yeah, I see. What did I tell you? What did I tell you about my man from Poland?
What would you say, Glenn, about the fight? Sorry.
Right? No, I thought the guy in the red with the big dick won.
He did win.
Okay.
We're gonna give it to him.
I still haven't seen. You've seen the decision already, Terry?
He won. Yeah, he won. Your man won.
Yeah.
Here we go. He's gonna hold up the hand now. Right, I'm on that bit now.
You're right, Adrian. I did
it. What did you think about the Fury Wilder fight, Flo?
Yeah, I thought that was a good fight. I'm with you. I don't think there should be a third fight. That was a very good fight. Fury, the first fight they had, Fury, I thought even with the knockdowns he got Wilder, but Fury I think was the better boxer, and he won that fight. But the second one, he absolutely demolished Wilder whatsoever. So I don't think there should be a third fight. And now Wilder, with that excuse, he came out that his entry uniform was too heavy and took a lot out of him. That was the first time I've heard of that, but a bit strange. But for me, I think it should be give the fight to what people want. Fury versus AJ. That will be a big fight.
I got two questions. Who won the first fight? Did they split their fights? Because I remember Twitter exploding both times with those fights. Oh, it was draw? Okay, and who is that guy with the big red beard?
Where?
Talking to Rocky in the middle of the round.
He's got breakdancing.
I missed it.
Oh, he's dancing.
Breakdancing. Come on, Glenn, show us. See if you can do better.
What?
Breakdance.
Oh, sorry. Is it the 1980s again? Wait a minute. Let me throw on Borderline by Madonna. I'll do some breakdancing for you. Then I'll skate away on my fucking skateboard. Jesus, you weren't even born. Flo, you weren't even born in the 80s. Give me a break.
You've seen my robot on that video, though, right, Glenn? You've seen my robot star.
Okay. Oh, who's that hottie in the dressing room? Do you guys see? Oh, she's gone. There was a woman announcer. All right, who's fighting next? Who's this guy?
Right, we've got
Edson Barboza. Is he any good? Tied for the most knockouts in UFC. Okay, this could be interesting.
We will get the stats up now of the next fight.
Okay, gentlemen, I'll be 2 minutes, okay?
Yeah, no problem, mate.
Hey, Terry, what do you think of that Albanian UFC fighter, Ilir Latifi? He's a heavyweight in the division.
I can't think of him at the moment.
They call him the Bear. He's undefeated. He hasn't lost a fight yet.
Did he fight in the last one?
Before this stopped, he was in the UFC fight. But he's a heavyweight because he's pretty massive.
Is this boxing or UFC with the guy?
UFC.
Yeah, see, I can't think who he is. I'd have to look him up in a minute, and then. This is the tower of the tape for the next fight, boys. We've got Dan Ig versus Edson. Dan's got 13 wins and 2 losses. Edson's got 20 wins and 8 losses. Dan fights out of United States. Edson, Brazil. Dan's giving away 4 inches in height to Edson. Edson's a little bit more in weight, 155 to Dan, 145. Dan's giving away 4-inch reach difference and a 4-inch reach difference. No, 3-inch difference in leg reach. So who are you going for here, boys? Let us know in the.
Dan's one of those short guys that takes out his height in fighting. But he's from America. The other guy's from Brazil. No, I got to go with the guy from Brazil.
Yeah.
Edson, you're going for Edson. What about you, Flo?
I think I'll go with Edson as well.
Edson, who everyone in the chat going for? Let us know. To make it interesting, I'll go for Dan.
Which guy is the one that's tied for most knockouts in UFC? I saw that stat, but it went by too quickly, and I didn't see which guy it was. Do you know?
You see that,
which
Terry?
one?
One of the fighters in this fight coming up is tied for knockouts and most knockouts in UFC, but I didn't see which guy it was because I feel like I'm being rude if I do this and watch the TV while I'm talking to you guys, so I missed who it was.
Well, Eden is on a 14-win streak.
Oh, so it's probably him.
Wins, 7 knockouts by kick or knee. Only fighter in UFC history win finishes from head kick, body kick, and leg kicks.
Oh, okay. Oh, this should be pretty good.
This does sound good. Let's just get to the other stats. We've got Dan, who's got a 25% knockout with technical knockout, whereas Edson's got 60%. I think I picked the wrong guy here, boys. I'm not going to lie.
Big Dan,
you could change your mind. It's not like you placed a bet in Vegas on it. Come on, come over to the Edson side.
Right, so who have I got to choose from then?
You got Dan Ige against Edson Barboza.
What countries are they from?
Brazil.
Dan is from America and Barboza is from Brazil. Archer's going for Barboza. First fight in his weight, he came from middleweight. Oh, first weight. Oh, so he's moved up, Barboza.
Yeah, I like the look of that guy as well.
They're both good, Archer's saying.
5-7.
Right, when you make your decision, I'll let you know who we've picked.
I'm going with Mr. Barboza.
Oh, so that's 3 against 1 here.
One of the pirates, right, of the Caribbean.
Terry's the Lone Ranger.
Archer's going for Barboza too.
Oh my God, they're showing all his friggin' knockouts on the feed that I'm watching. Yeah, oh my God, he's kicking everybody's ass. He looks like this guy has a chip on his shoulder. Now they're showing the short guy. Oh, he's got a punch too. Ooh, this is actually going to be fun.
He's got a good one.
Sorry, Archie, moved down. Yeah, that's right.
These two guys are both badasses. But I'm still going with the Brazilian.
Yeah, me too.
Well, we choose 3 against 1 here at the minute, and it looks
Ooh,
like everyone.
that Brazilian looks pretty tasty. The other guy looks pretty tasty as well, doesn't he?
Mm.
They both look pretty game.
Damn.
So, Flo, just while we're waiting for the UFC to come back on, what was your thoughts on the game today and the atmosphere?
The Dortmund game that we watched.
Yeah, the Dortmund game. Yeah.
Yeah, I was excited to see football back, and I'll have to agree with Glenn. You know, we got to be half glass full. We can't just look at the negatives of that. I mean, we wanted football back. It is back, and what Glenn said, there was actually some good football played. There were some beautiful goals scored from Dortmund. So I think with me, we just have to let the season finish out. It is what it is, and just jump on board with it and hope for the best. And also, when the Premier League gets back on action, I think we'll be much more invested into it.
Mhm.
Like Glenn said, when Arsenal plays, we can hear actually like Arteta and see, the ins and outs of what's going on. His
Right.
coaching style as well. So I think, just don't write it off at the moment. Like I see Claude last night was pretty adamant about it. This football should not come back on until the crowds can come back on. But, let's look at it positively and let's just, and let's hope we can make a good run for the top 4 finish.
Yeah, think about it, Terry. We'll be able to hear Arteta yelling. We'll be able to hear Ozil saying, "Oh, leave me alone." It'll be fun.
No, you go, yeah, Gunners, yeah.
Yeah. 9.
But then thinking about it, boys, we'll be able to hear Shaka show off the fans that ain't there, won't we?
You had to go piss me off, right, Terry? You know how I feel about Xhaka. But there are some Arsenal fans I deeply respect that say Xhaka has been misused, so I try not to say anything too negative. But I think at best on Arsenal, he's a squad player. And I hope that they sell him.
Yeah,
I'll try not to be negative, Glenn, but he's just absolute shit.
But the thing is, Terry, our 3 previous managers have all favoured him, and actually he's been a starting player for us under Wenger, under Emre, and under Arteta. Arteta loves him.
Oh, yeah, I understand that. That's why I shut my mouth when they're playing. He's still wearing the shirt, and Arteta loves him. We got to let Arteta, do what he has to do or learn the hard way with Xhaka as far as I'm concerned.
I think with Arteta, we're just trying to drive up his price for selling him at the end of the season for another £5.
No, I don't think we'll sell Xhaka. He likes him too much.
We need to, mate. I'm telling you, if he stays next season, then there's no chance of us even competing. I'm being honest.
I think we need someone better than Xhaka, but given the way Arteta is using him, I think he's his vocal guy in the midfield, so it'll be very hard.
I've talked about this with Claude. We need like a Jordan Henderson type midfielder, and we still need a center back. I think that makes us a top 4 team. I really do.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know if everyone see our show the other day when we done, what was it, with me, Claude, Diesel, and Kenny King. But this is. Did you see it? This is. I'm going to get my team up of what quickly before. Or should we get it up now, or should we wait until after the fight? I think we're waiting until after the fight. Well, I'll get my team up of what I think our team should look like next season, with just a couple of buys and that, and then we get your opinions on it. We'll do it after this fight, and then we get your teams or players who you think that we could get realistically. Not going out and buying Messi and Ronaldo and Mbappe and all them players.
I still say that there's not going to be any big money transfers. It's going to be swap deals. I'm sticking with that.
The fighters are in the Watchalong now, so this fight was starting.
Stan, did you catch up to us yet? They're showing tail of the tape right now.
They just finished the adverts and they've just come back to the ring. Yeah, tail of the tape is just starting now, so I'm with you.
Okay, so you're closer to us then.
Yeah, I'm getting closer.
Flo, you don't have anything on in front of you? You're just going.
No, I'm actually watching.
Okay.
Let's get ready to fight. Here we go. He's actually 34 years old. Is Barboza.
This guy's gonna knock him out in the second round.
Wow,
Edson's
That's
gonna
right.
knock him out in the second round.
that's a pretty strong jacket that the ring announcer's wearing, isn't it? That's a very strong jacket. I couldn't pull that off.
Here we go, boys. Here we go. Round one.
So my missus, right, she's putting together as we speak this exercise bike thing that's also a desk, and she's telling me how tired she is putting it together, and I'm like, do you not see the irony?
You see that flag? Half British flag, half Russian flag. What was that?
I was wondering that myself.
What was that?
Whoa, hello.
Yeah.
How you doing?
Gave me the
I wasn't
peace out
saying
sign.
that to the fighter. The ring girl was on my
Yeah,
screen.
but she gave me the peace out sign too. It was the perfect
Oh,
time.
he's on the floor. He's on the floor, Ike. He's on the floor. Barboza, put him on the floor.
Oh, the ring girl, yeah, I've just got the ring girl there.
Okay,
Oh, I'm way behind again. They're both still
Oh,
fighting.
Oh, the good knee.
He's got him tied up at the moment,
Here we
Ike.
go, it started on mine.
I'm further behind than I was. Damn.
I'm probably about 15 seconds behind Terry.
Oh, that's a good punch by Barboza. Why he's got him on the floor?
They're still not on the floor in my feed.
No, same. What minute you on till?
I'm at 4:21.
Oh, he's going for it here.
Oh, now he's on the floor.
Oh,
Ow, 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 ow.
oh,
That's
there
the
you
UFC I remember.
You watch in a second. He smashes him in the face about 4 or 5 times. I'm on 3, 28, 27,
Oh,
26.
ow, ow.
Now he's on the floor. Now I'm on the floor. Okay.
Oh, he's let him get up now. He's let him get up. He wants to batter him now.
Oh,
Got the
that's
choke on him.
crazy. Oh, Jesus. Someone, Mickey, throw in the towel.
What is it Mickey used to say? Get out of there.
Oh, so he's got
Oh,
the
this
fingers on the
poor
floor.
little guy.
Look at him.
Oh, he's cuffing him, isn't he?
But
I
he's
think
back
he's
up now, commanding centre of the octagon. No, Ike.
Jeez, Terry, you're like this guy. I'm watching a movie and you tell me everything that happens before it happens. Okay. Now they're up for me.
Terry, you should pause it for 20 seconds and then press play again.
Terry, can I ask you to? My time is at 3:09. What are you at?
2:27. All right. Tell me.
All right.
You're about 30 seconds behind. All right,
Okay.
I've
Glenn,
paused
you
it.
and I on the same time. Same
I'm
perfect.
10 seconds behind Glenn.
2:58 now.
2:53.
Yep, 53, 2, 51, 50. How you going, Terry?
All right, we're Flo. We're on the same time. We're seeing.
I'm on 2:23. I've paused it on. So let me know when you're near there.
Yep, it's 40 now, 2:40.
Terry, I was joking. You can respond because people are listening to your voice right now, and some people must be on the the live feed that you're on. So don't worry about spoiling it. I was just joking, man.
229,
I don't mind
228,
pausing it.
227,
I've
224,
paused it now. I've got to wait.
23. Play. There we go.
Wow, I can't believe that little guy is still up. He took a beating on the floor.
He took a big one on the floor.
He's a
He's got
tough
a cut.
son of a gun.
He's got a cut under his right eye now. Eyes.
Is it like boxing?
Like-
Will they stop it if it's really bad?
No. Oh my God! Can't you see all the blood on the floor, Glenn?
Oh my God! Yeah, look! It looks like somebody spray painted the floor. That's gross.
Yeah, they don't stop it in here for.
There we go. He's on the attack now. The short guy.
The guy in the yellow shorts looks a bit like Thierry Henry, doesn't he?
I think this short guy's only chance is if he bleeds all over the big guy. This is just ridiculous.
Oh, see that hook?
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
Oh.
Wow.
Good left hook.
Yeah, he's got a cut right under his right eye, Dan Ike. Oh, he's in tight with him now, trying to get in. No, he's still going for it. Oh, that was a kick. That's unlucky.
Here we go. Got him wrapped up.
Damn, you guys are gonna get me into this again.
Honestly, Glenn, if you get 25 minutes, like I said, watch that fight with the women. It is absolutely brutal, mate.
No,
and if that don't get you back, honestly, if that don't get you back into UFC and fighting, then nothing will, because it's unbelievable. They both stand up. They don't get knocked down, don't get knocked out. They both just stand there and brawl for 25 minutes.
No, I'm sorry, that I won't watch. I'll watch $1 Million Baby, but I'm not. I'm not gonna watch. I can't watch the women fight. I don't know. It's just weird. I know it's weird. I just can't.
Even that was a good fight, Terry. Holmes versus Ronda Rousey. Just going back a couple of years ago, how Holmes defeated Rousey.
Yeah,
when,
that was a big shock.
McGregor had that first fight. I think it was at that time.
That
was a good fight.
There's some badass women boxers. I just can't watch it. I don't know why. It's weird. All right, so that's the end of the first round?
Yep, that's the first round gone. They're just patching up both fighters at the moment on my screen.
I'm watching a Pampers commercial. Pampers are a diaper in America. I don't know if you have them in the UK or Australia or Vancouver.
Watch Tony versus Justin Glenn.
What? I'll take Justin Glenn?
No. Watch Tony Ferguson versus Justin Gator. That was a good fight.
You're telling me to watch that? I'm already totally into this. Are the women done fighting? I don't want to watch the women fight, but I will for you guys.
There is a women. Just to let you know, to break it down to you, Glenn, there is a women's fight coming up.
Oh.
Can I just say, right, with this women's thing, and I'm not seriously not saying this to be like for a cheap shot or anything, but
my god, that was a punch.
You know what I mean? Because of their like breasts and all that, and that'd be dangerous, like getting, you know, getting at.
They tie them down, don't they? Like they strap them down. They strap them down. Yeah, tie them down.
Sounds like a Friday night round mine.
Here we go, Glenn, round 2.
All right, I called knockout in this round.
He comes out swinging, that little one. Flo, watch this.
He doesn't have any choice. How do they score this like boxing? 10-9, 10-8.
Sort of, yeah. It's all to do with how many punches they've took, how many takedowns they've took, who's the aggressor. It is a little bit different than boxing.
When you're filling out your scorecard, if you're a judge, what is the top score? Like the Brazilian guy kicked his ass in the first round. If that was a boxing match, I'd say it was 10-8 to the Brazilian guy. How do they score it in this?
Good question.
Yeah, I'm sure it's they do it by 10. Everyone let me know on that. But he looks like he's broke his nose.
He's bleeding, but both is bleeding on his nose.
Yeah, he's broke his nose by the looks of it.
They're both bleeding.
I can't believe it, Mickey. Broke my nose again. I'm sorry. I've seen every Rocky movie. Well, not everyone. Rocky 1 through 3, I've seen at least 10 times.
What's your favorite Rocky film? Go on.
That's a tough one. The first one was fantastic, but I have to go with the second one when he beat Creed. Oh, spoiler. Oh, fuck it. That movie's like 50 years old. Fuck you.
No, I'd have to go with Rocky 3, me. Mr.
T was awesome.
Yeah.
Is that Mr. T? Which one with Drago?
That's the one where he's like, so what's your prediction for tonight's fight? It's like, my prediction, pain. Yeah, my favorite is number 4, the one with Victor Drago, because I watched it again recently with the missus. And it's like a long 80s pop video. There's at least 4 music tracks in it. Like proper sort of like, you know, soft rock, heavy rock sort of, you know, hearts on fire.
Yeah,
it's brilliant. It's like 4 songs. They play them all the way through. It's brilliant.
I like Rocky 3 better. I thought the music was better in that. But yeah, how can you not love Rocky 3? Hulk Hogan's in Rocky 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, listen, I'll see you Hulk Hogan, and I'll raise you a James Brown in Rocky IV.
Living in America.
Exactly.
Yeah, but Mick dies in Rocky IV. Oh, another spoiler. Sorry. Oh no, wait, Mick dies in Rocky III. So if any,
with Mr. T in it.
Yeah. No, he knocks off somebody in every freaking film after the first Rocky. Apollo Creed dies in Rocky IV. Drago kills him. Oh wow!
Oh, his blood is going all over him now at the minute.
There's blood everywhere.
Out of his nose.
I quite enjoyed Rocky V as well because they filmed it different. When they done the boxing, it was like watching like ESPN Fight Night. It was like a really different way of doing it. It looked like really watch the boxing on the TV. But I love the line in it because he's talking to Paulie about making his comeback, you know, and Paulie just looks at him and goes, "What? You don't think you've peaked yet?"
What's the worst Rocky? Which one you reckon is the worst one out of the whole lot?
Rocky V.
Which is with Tommy Gunn or something, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't like I just didn't buy it.
Yeah, it looked a bit.
What's the worst?
My one was the first Rocky. I didn't really enjoy that one.
That's a good one, you know. What's the worst Rocky film? I think I'm probably inclined to believe maybe Rocky V with Tommy Gunn.
Oh, he's got him on the floor here. Barboza. He's
Who's on the floor, Mr. Spoiler? They're not on the floor yet.
Dan Ige is on the floor at the minute. He's still controlling. That's it. The second round is over. So
30 seconds behind you, Terry.
Bleeding now. They're both bleeding.
Should be a slug fight, this one.
Okay, now they're on the floor in my feed. 25 seconds to go. 24, 23.
No second round knockout. Shame.
Yeah.
Ow, ow.
Oh, they're on the floor now.
Oh my God.
Glenn is feeling his pain. He's feeling.
I see this little guy like this.
Yeah, boy said Rocky 3 shit.
Mate. Oh.
Saved by the bell there.
Archie said it's the worst.
See, I would if this were boxing, I'd give it 10-9 to the little guy there, but the guy from Brazil is still ahead on my scorecard.
Well, this is the third and final round we're going into now, boys.
I bet that's smart.
All right, so you guys, who you think is winning so far?
I think it's a draw at the minute. So this is in the last round. They both need to go for it. Me personally,
I don't know. You know, there's been a couple of times where the Brazilian guy's had him on the ground and basically just been pummeling his head.
Yeah, I think the Brazilian guy's slightly ahead. What about you, Flo?
1 sec, I'll be back.
Oh, okay.
All right, mate. He's just got to put a few shrimps on the barbie, boys.
I love that bit in Rocky 3 where he goes to unveil the statue and Mr. T turns up to call him out. And
Yes.
And he starts talking about him, you know, like giving him his chance. And I love the way he looks at Rocky's wife and he goes, "Maybe after you come to my place, see what exactly real, man."
Oh, here we go. My round 3 just started now.
Yeah.
Flo, who do you have ahead on your scorecard?
Close, but I'll give it to the Brazilian guy.
Archie said Barboza's 2 rounds up for him.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes in boxing, it's how you finish a round and not what happened for the rest of the round. So if you go by that, yeah.
Oh, his eyes. Barboza's his right eye is closing up, boys.
I wouldn't be surprised if the little guy doesn't turn this around and win it, mate.
He's looking good at the minute. He looks more fresh at the moment.
I think the winner of this fight's going to be whoever's in the best shape because they both have taken a beating, man. They both have taken a beating in this fight. Back when I watched UFC, you could wear fight shoes or you could go barefoot. Is everybody going barefoot nowadays in these things?
You have to.
Oh, you have to. Okay.
You have to, yeah. No, you have to, yeah. Yeah, Hulk Hogan couldn't wear his big boots.
Whoa, what was that noise?
I've actually been to quite a few of those WWE shows, Terry. Me and the missus, if they ever come to town where we are, you know, we go for a giggle. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
And the last one that we went to was back in February here in Vancouver. And it wasn't as good as they used to be, you know. We've been to a few now, but it's probably the last one I'll ever go to.
I went to one at the Wembley Arena when it was over here, but when I went Orlando a couple of years ago, it was WrestleMania while I was out there, and I was lucky enough to get tickets for that too.
You went to WrestleMania?
I went to WrestleMania, yeah. It was fantastic. Open air stadium.
How was that?
What year was that?
Huh?
Do you remember what WrestleMania it was, the number, when it was?
All right, let me see. Well, it was in Orlando, so let me have a look.
Oh, the little guy.
Oh, the little guy was down.
Who did you see? Who was on the card, like the main event? Do you remember? What was the big fight for that one?
Probably Undertaker defending. He's 21-0.
Say again, Flo?
The Undertaker is still wrestling?
Yeah, he's still wrestling.
Oh my God.
Just.
WrestleMania 33.
That's the last time I used to watch wrestling, when he was this brand new thing and it was like everywhere. That's the last time I watched wrestling.
WrestleMania 33 it was.
I can't believe the Undertaker is still wrestling.
So that's what, 3 years ago?
Yeah, 2017.
Okay. So who was was that Brock Lesnar?
That was
Brock Lesnar, yeah? Was probably one of the big ones you saw.
Because they had the big, they had the Royal Rumble in that one and all at the beginning.
All right. What did you think of it? What did you think of it? As
fantastic. Honestly, being there and watching it, it was fan. The little geezer now, hold up, Iger's got him on the floor now for Bozo. He's got him on the floor. He's bleeding bad. Bozo, 30 seconds to go.
Ow, this little guy is a badass.
He's got the heart of a lion, little guy. Look at him go.
Heart of a lion, definitely.
It's all bloody and sweaty now, and you know what I mean? It's
He looks tired, but Barboza looks very tired now. He's sucking in the big one.
Oh, it's an elbow, 2 elbows. Go on, son.
Terry, you should have slapped something on this fight, mate. You would have had it.
They're both smiling and shaking hands now. That's it. That's the fight over with.
I think the little guy will win this one.
Yeah, you know what? I got to give it to the little guy too.
Yeah.
I think he's won it. Undertaker retired now.
I think I just saw a knee to the balls. Ow. I still got 15 seconds left in this fight.
Hey, look at that. Boo.
Let's do this, man.
Oh, elbow to the top of the head. Oh, my God.
Yeah, I told you. It was good.
Glenn.
Yes. I'm sorry. I'm being rude. I'm trying to watch a TV and look at you guys at the same time. This is fascinating. Oh, now they talk like they're best friends.
Yeah, exactly. You
wow.
don't get that.
I'm watching them up against. He tapped. He tapped.
Oh, the guy tapped? I missed that.
No, he ain't tapped. No.
Oh, no, was there a tap? Oh, was that? Oh, okay. Look like that must have just been. Is that the last round then? Is it?
Yeah, last round. It's gone to the judges, right, so we're just waiting for the judges.
On his shoulder.
The judges are just about to give their scores.
I'm still in commercial. They're telling me how to get weeds out of my lawn.
Is that a euphemism?
No. No, it's not. Okay. Now I'm looking at old basketball clips. Just shout out who won, Terry, because
29-28 Barboza.
They both looked pretty messed up at the end there, didn't they?
Yeah.
Both of their mothers are going to be upset about this.
Who do you think won, Stan?
He's got it. Get in there, my boys. He's got it.
Who, Barboza?
The short guy.
No, my one.
Oh, really?
Dan,
Yeah,
was it Dan?
He got it. 29-28. In 2 rounds, they give it to him, and 29-28 to Barboza, the other judge.
Okay,
The second and third round. He won the second and third round for me.
Get in there.
Yeah, me too. I agree with Flo.
And have a look at that flag, man. Look at that. Half British. What is it? Russian or is it some?
Gio with a super chat here. I don't know what that flag is actually, but Gio with a super chat. I've not seen you in the chat before. Glad you're with us, mate. He's put Glenn. They are easing the stay-at-home order in New York, Los Angeles County, where I live. The mayor says stay-at-home order till August.
No, we're allowed to go anywhere we want, but you can't get in any store, the few that are open, without wearing a mask. During the day here, even though there's very little open, the roads are flooded with cars. At night, if I went outside right now, it's nighttime here. It's 10:48. There'd be nobody. It looked like a freaking zombie movie. It'd be all scary and deserted outside. But during the day, everybody's going about their business like everything's normal.
Whereabouts you from, Glenn?
Excuse me?
Whereabouts you from in the States?
Oh, I'm from New York. I'm on Long Island.
New York.
And I'm about 45 minutes from Manhattan. Yeah, and it's pretty. We're like the epicenter in the United States of this virus thing. But you know, I'm not too worried about it because the fatality rate here at the epicenter is 0.01 to 0.02%. So, you know, I go out, I wear my mask, I have my disinfectant. I'm just blown away by this little guy, man. What a badass he is. Is he like a thing, Terry, in this sport? Is he like a big thing?
Well, at the moment, to be honest, everyone on this card is up and coming fighters, I would say. I've not really heard of a lot of them, but they're all like up and coming ones.
Is it like boxing where the big badass, the big names, you have to do pay-per-view?
It all depends. I mean, 9 times out of 10, the fights in America are pay-per-views, but over here we get it on BT Sport for nothing.
Oh, nice.
So same thing, you know what I mean? Whereas,
I was just going to say, lads, listen, just quickly, while we've been under lockdown, I got a bit tipsy the other night and ended up spent some money on Amazon, right? So you guys talk amongst yourselves, and let me just show you what got delivered to me a couple of days ago. And I've not really had much chance to use it yet, so I'll be right back.
Sounds good. Yeah, I know what that's like. I know what Stan's talking about, man. I just the other night bought my wife a big bottle of bourbon because you know, happy wife, happy life. And, you know, she has her bourbon. I have my weed. And, you know, and we say hi to each other once in a while.
I mean, a lot of people would say, like me, is that we've been social distancing for about 20 years, Glenn. I don't know about yourself.
Yeah, there's a lot of social distancing in bed with my wife. Yes. That's a good one, Terry. Flo, you married or hopefully single?
Yeah,
you married?
Married, 2 kids, one more on the way.
I'm so sorry.
No one warned me. No one gave me a heads up. Yeah, I found out the hard way.
Yeah, there's no manual. You know what I mean? It's like just be honest. You're getting married. Goodbye, friends. Goodbye, control over my money. Goodbye, freedom. It has its high points. I just have to figure out what they are. I'm seeing a clip of Muhammad Ali now. Best boxer I ever saw in my life.
Oh, that's what I got too.
I'm dating myself now.
Just while we wait for Stan, let's look at the tower of the tape here for the next fight coming up. It's the women's fight. Well, we got Yeah, we've got women's one. We've got Claudia versus Angela Hill. Claudia has won 17 and lost 4. Angela has won 12 and lost 7. Claudia is from Brazil. Angela's from the United States. They're both more or less the same height, same weight. It looks about even, but I know I've got my money on straight away. I don't know about you. So who you going for, Glenn?
I just keep looking at their breasts to see if they're taped up. I don't.
Here we go. Look at this. Look at this. Sorry, Glenn.
Look,
I've got to stop you here. Look at this boy. Look at this.
Oh. Oh my God, Stan! If you lived on Long Island, we would be like best friends.
I'm a very big Evel Knievel fan. You realize it.
Oh, Stan, you are. I tell you, you rule, Stan. I don't know if you can hear me.
He wears a well, mate. I'll tell you that. He wears a well.
That's outstanding. Did you do stunts when you were a kid on your bicycle or dirt bike?
Yeah, I wasn't very good though.
Stan. Oh my God, that's so rules. Stan, did you do stunts on your bicycle or dirt bike? Being an Evel Knievel fan.
I remember sitting up watching Evel Knievel when he was going to jump the Grand Canyon. Come on, you must have seen that.
Of course I know. I know exactly what you're talking about.
I was so disappointed. He just went up in the air and came down in the middle.
Yes. And a lot of people say he pulled the chute because he got scared right in the middle of it. I remember that whole thing. Yes. But I tell you, man, hey, who I don't even watch boxing anymore. Are there any like badass boxers everyone talks about, like when Tyson was champ? Is there anybody like that? The last time I watched boxing, some Russian guy was the champ. Yeah, that's him. That's him.
There's 2 of them, right?
Yeah, there were 2 of them. Yes,
brothers. Vladimir and someone else, and Vitaly Klitschko, I think it was. Yeah.
And so they're so who's the badass in boxing right now?
There's not really. I don't think there's like a real one like what the way Tyson went through, biting ears and things like that, like a right badass one. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think the heavyweight division's really interesting now. I mean, what with the Fury coming back, after being a lineal champ and gradually getting his belt back, and now this, Deontay Wilder, if he's going to step out of the way, Fury versus AJ. I'm really looking forward to that. I want to see that.
Yeah.
Isn't AJ fighting that Croatian guy?
Well, he was supposed to, wouldn't he? But I don't know if it fell through because of everything that's gone on at the moment. So,
I remember that, Flo. There was, I think he might have a mandatory, but with Deontay Wilder, he had an option, didn't he, within 30 days for a rematch, which he took.
I'm sorry. Did you guys see that comment that said he looks like Elvis? Oh, whoever that was friggin' funny. I'm sorry I interrupted somebody talking.
It's funny you say that, right? Because when I was a little kid, for some reason, I used to think that Elvis Presley, Evel Knievel, Shakin' Stevens, and Alvin Stardust were all somehow brothers related. A couple of those in there are very old English people, so you might not know who 2 of them are, but yeah. It is a very Elvis-inspired outfit, isn't it? Old Evel Knievel. It was very Vegas.
For the record, Stan, first thing I thought of was Evel Knievel. But when that guy said Elvis, I was like, oh, yeah, that's good too. Come on, Stan, sing us a hunka hunka burning love.
Viva la
Thank you very much.
See, I don't.
It's the women now.
Yeah, it's the women now.
I don't know if I'm going to be able to watch this, guys. These are 2 very pretty women. I know this is sexist. I can't watch them messing up those pretty little faces.
Well, Glenn, I'm sorry. I'm going to push you. Who's going to win, Claudia or Angela Hill?
All right.
The pictures are on the screen now.
I did not on my screen yet. So I'll tell you when it pops up. Oh, okay. Here. Oh, you got it on the computer. Okay. I'll go with Oh, wow. That Brazilian woman looks ripped. I'll go with her.
Flo, who are you going with?
Claudia.
Claudia.
She's going to
Elvis?
bring home the bacon.
Bring home the bacon.
It's a tough one, right? Because Claudia looks like she came for business, but Angie Hill, I've dated some sisters, and when they get vexed, they don't piss about, mate. So I'm torn. I'm going to go with Claudia. Looks ripped, doesn't she?
Mm.
All right.
Yeah, I think Claudia's got this one.
All right. I'm going to try to watch this, guys. I'll try.
I think that's unanimous, boys, because I'm definitely going for Claudia and all. So everyone in the chat, let us know who you're going for. Claudia or Angela. Who's got it? This is the co-main event, boys. So this is the fight before the main event. So we'll get that up in a minute. Just quickly before the fight starts, let me get my team up. I want to quickly talk about that. Here we go, boys. This is the team that I said. So we'd have Leno in goal, Tierney left back, Upper Meccano, Saliba, and Maitland-Niles in defence. Torreira, Partey, and Maddison in midfield, with Martinelli, Pepe, and Aubameyang up front. So, what do you think about that, Flo?
Yeah, decent squad. So Özil's gone. So Özil's sold. Lacazette
Yeah,
sold.
I mean, my point of view is everyone knows that I like Özil, right? But at the moment, like we were talking earlier on, he's a Marmite. Half the crowd don't like him, half the crowd do. I don't think we're going to build a team around him to help him out so that he can help us out. So I'd rather him go abroad, go to a different team, hopefully does well in that team, and then we can get Maddison. If we can get Maddison for Özil, then I would take that. Part A, I would do a straight swap with Lacazette, and then that leaves obviously a bit of money to go and get Upper Meccano.
I think that team you put together there, Terry, is a top 4 team.
Thank you, Glenn. Okay. What about you, Stan?
Yeah, that's a pretty strong team. The only one in there that I would have a problem with is Ainsley.
Mm-hmm.
Ainsley.
Yeah, he's not for me. But everything else is good. I could think of a couple of changes that I would prefer. Doesn't mean that. Do you know what I mean? I think Maddison, I'd like Donny van der Beek because I'm really big on him. And if we sell Aubameyang because we can't keep him for whatever reason, and we have to look for an alternative, then I'm really hot on Odyssean Edouard from Celtic as well.
Yeah, the only thing
I like that team.
The only thing I'm 50-50 on is Martinelli or Saka. I'm not sure who I'd want there.
Yeah. But obviously we've got him in as a squad player too. The only reason why I've got Maitland-Niles at right back is 2 reasons really. One is that I know he's got a chip on his shoulder, but I'm hoping Arteta takes him under his wing, knocks it out of him, because I do think he could become a really good player for us if he puts his head down. And 2, I'd rather keep him in the squad and get rid of other players like Saka and other defenders and maybe Özil, if it comes to it, then get rid of Maitland-Niles as right back.
What do you have Bellerin as a squad player, or do you trade a swap or sell him?
I would personally sell him now. I think he's past his sell by date for me. He needs to go to a Paris fashion parade. And, you know what I mean? He can sort out his locks of hair there. You know what I mean? We need to move on now for me.
Okay.
You'll be struggling to get rid of Özil. I don't think we'll get rid of Özil.
No,
I think he's going to finish his contract and that's it. There'll be no chance for us to win him.
Yeah, I think we're stuck with him.
Yeah, we're stuck with him. That's it.
No one is going to pay him $350,000 a week. £350,000 a week. No one's going to do that. We're stuck with him. He's what we'd call in the United States a squatter. They get in a house, an abandoned house, and they stay there, and you can't get rid of them. We're stuck with him. Oh yeah, whoever said they liked that jacket on the ring announcer, I agree.
Yeah, it's pretty. I'd have to say though, Terry, right, with the right back thing, for me, I think that Bellerin's getting a lot of heat at the moment from the fans, like he's washed up and he's finished. And for me, I've always felt that when he has someone behind him who's chasing him for his spot, when he's not the nailed on right back every week and knows that he's going to get written on to the starting lineup, you see a much better performance out of Hector Bellerin. When he was coming back from his injury and Ainsley was getting the nod, and Hector was getting game time, I thought Hector was playing out of his skin. As soon as the Ainsley Maitland-Niles kind of got taken out of it, and there was no one else fighting for that place, he kind of relaxed a little bit. So if we can bring someone in and we can let them two fight it out, whoever comes out on top becomes the number 2, right?
Yeah, yeah, I understand what you're saying. Yeah.
But I don't think he's done. I don't think he's done. I think he's a good ambassador for the club. And I actually think he's the one that's been the go-between, right, between the players and the club of all the pay cut. I think that is a good shout for him to be the captain, personally.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with Bellerin. I don't know about captain, but I don't have a problem with Bellerin.
Yeah.
Just quickly, the fight started now, the co-main event. So whoever's talking, we might jump in with, that was a good punch.
We're just starting here.
Yeah,
Angie's had an afro cut, man. That's like Samson, isn't it? You lose your strength.
I'm at 438, 437.
Oh, I'm about 30 seconds in front of you. Melina's reached 800 subs today on her channel. So everyone in the chat room, go and give Melina a follow. She's a great pianist. She does a couple of songs on there, and she does really well on our a really good job on our channel of being a moderate. So please, everyone, go and follow her. Gio's put, "Hey guys, what is your favourite kit?"
Well, Arsenal or any team or what?
Let's go Arsenal.
Banana kit.
Yeah.
For me, it's the away JVC one, the yellow one with like the blue in the middle with then the white JVC.
Oh, that's nice too.
Yeah. You, Flo?
For me, it had to be with the O2 sponsor, with the Invincibles. All 3 kits were good: the yellow, the red, and the blue one, the alternate kit. All 3 of them were bangers for me, and even the 06 one, the maroon one, that was nice.
For me, I would definitely say I think I've got 3 favourites, to be honest. The banana one I do like. The O2 sponsor when we went unbeaten, and I've got to say the iconic 89 kit, the JVC.
I just watched that documentary again the other night.
Which one was that? The 89 documentary?
Yeah.
Yeah, very good.
I hadn't seen it in a few years. It was wonderful.
Yeah, it's fantastic. It still brings chills to you, doesn't it?
Yes.
Let me ask you guys, right? Now that Arsenal keep releasing these Legends videos, they've done the Bergkamp one and they've done the Thierry Henry one. If they're going to release another one, who would you like to see them do one on? And let us know in the chat box as well. If Arsenal do another Legends documentary, who do you think should be the next person?
Stan, there's only one big other name out there, mate. And we're all waiting for him, let's be honest. I mean, Glenn, look, he's waiting on his chair, waiting. John Jensen.
Oh, right, I was going to say Glenn Helder. No, seriously.
Seriously. Oh.
I said I couldn't watch I couldn't watch the women, and now I can't take my eyes off of it.
I mean, obviously,
you look transfixed with it, Glenn.
Well, part of it is sexist because I'm trying to figure out who would I go on a date with if I had to choose between these two. I know that's totally sexist. I apologize, but that's also part of my warped thinking.
Claudia's got her on the floor at the moment in half guard.
Bloody hell.
Yeah, I'm going back to the question quickly because they're just grappling at the moment. Obviously, I would pick the late David Rocastle.
Okay.
But for obvious reasons, we can't. Rest in peace, old David. But
Yeah, because his videos, they seem to have the person they're about really involved, front and centre, being interviewed. So it's got to be someone, I suppose, in that sense, who's, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whereas some of like the older videos, like I've seen a few Bergkamp ones, he's not even in it. But other people talking about him. You know what I mean?
Shaquille's put nice content. Keep up the good work.
I want to see one from Patrick Vieira and really get to the point of why the club forced him out when he didn't want to actually leave.
Oh, she's got her tied up here, Claudia.
Yeah, that's a good shout, Flo, I think, as well. I think for me, the next one I would like to see would be Ian Wright, because he was our legendary goal scorer for so long. And I think as well with some of these documentaries, it's always a little bit more exciting when it's a goal scorer. I mean, I love Tony Adams. He's a legend. And he's got a good story. But what are all the clips going to be? Just Tony Adams going in for crunching tackles or headers?
But that's the thing with me with Ian Wright. I mean, I love Ian Wright, don't get me wrong. But I think he's done a load of programs, if you know what I mean. A load of the one that he done with him and David Rocastle, I thought was fantastic.
Yeah.
You know, he's done a few. So I think I would go with someone like
Andrews Limpard.
I think there's a choice of three, really. I think it's got to be either Ian Wright, Tony Adams, or Patrick Vieira would be the first. Do you know what I mean? That I would think of for the next one.
Yeah, with me, when it comes to documentaries, I want documentaries that tell me something I didn't know. You know, like when time was ending at Liverpool, and Lee Dixon said, "I didn't want him to kick it to me." You know, I want stuff like that. You know what I mean? I want to know.
I'd go with someone like Robert Perez.
There you go. Oh, the first round's over.
All right. Yeah, first round, second round just starting. But I'd go with someone like Robert Perez, I think. I mean, because I think he was. I mean, I think we didn't rate him as much as what we did at the time when he was actually playing for us. I don't think we actually rated him as good as what he should have been, because he was fantastic.
He was slightly underrated at the time. Do you
Not
think
underrated. I just don't think we appreciated him as much as what we should have done. To be honest, I mean, because when you look back at them seasons now. I mean, the amount of goals that he scored for us was unbelievable, really.
Yeah, a lot of assists as well.
A lot of assists, like you said, you know, and that's what we miss now as an Arsenal team. We miss that, you know. We're only getting goals from Aubameyang, and that's why I don't understand why people don't mind if we sell him. I mean, it ain't as if we're getting goals from our left wing, our right wing, our midfielders, our defenders are chipping in from corners. When they're not. Our goals are solely coming from Aubameyang.
Terry, would you get rid of Aubameyang if we'll get
hold up, on the floor.
Someone like Timo Werner for Aubameyang.
My God, she's cut on the right eye. Sorry, Flo. Claudia's cut on the right eye.
I haven't got there yet, so I don't know who's down and who's cut.
She'd let her get back up, Hill. Oh, that's a great uppercut. Hill's coming strong in this second round. Oh, that's another good punch from Hill.
Well, she's down.
Oh, that's a good left hook from Claudia now.
Oh, there! Now I saw that punch that knocked her down. I'm at 348, 347, 346.
Yeah, I'm about 40 seconds in front of you.
I'm at 330.
As usual, I'm at the arse end of it all.
You get last tips.
Going back to that Aubameyang, how would you feel if Aubameyang did leave, for example, we sold him and we got someone like Timo Werner from Leipzig as a striker?
Not like for like. If we're gonna sell or swap Aubameyang, I want a midfielder or a center back. And Laka has to stay if Aubameyang goes.
Look, for me, how much would Werner be?
Werner, about probably 60.
60 million, right? So it'd be 60 million. Yeah, so we're going to pay out 60 million. Is he going to hit the ground running? We don't know that. Would it take him 2 weeks? Would it take him 2 months?
I'll be right back.
Will it take him like a year to settle in? This is, you know, these are all big problems. I would rather, if we could, I mean, because a lot of people say, well, he doesn't want to stay. We're going to, you know, so if he doesn't want to stay, we want to see him. I don't think he wants to go personally. That's just me personally. I don't think he wants to go. I think
if he doesn't want to go, if he doesn't want to go, he will sign the contract. Like, he would be in the negotiation stages of his contract to close to be accepting it. We hear some rumors that Aubameyang's close to agreeing or whatever. There's been no talk of that whatsoever. So I don't think, you know, Danny really wants to stay, because given his age,
we don't know if he's asked the club. We don't know if he's asked the club what their ambitions are. Are they going to go out and buy big players this season, or are we just going to go out and look in non-league football to get these players again? Because we keep saying we've got no money. That's what I mean. Let's be honest. We've got to weigh up the situation completely. Like you're saying, yes, he is 31. I still think he's got 2-3 years, great years in him. Do you know what I mean? So we could have the best years out of him still. But
you have to question his ambition as well. Does he just want to be a big player in Arsenal and not win nothing, or does he want to win some silverware before he ends up his career?
That's what I mean. So if he's asked Arsenal and said, look, let me know who you're going to buy. Are you going to, you know what I mean? Because me personally, like, I'm a big Arteta fan. Everyone knows that. You know what I mean? I make no bones about that. I wanted Arteta from the beginning of the season. I do believe that he can make us great. I do believe that he can be as good as Pep Guardiola. So if he gets the players that he wants, if he gets the backing that he needs, I mean, because let's be honest, if Arteta was at Barcelona or Bayern Munich now, he would be a fantastic manager and win stuff because of the players that he'd have around him.
I can't disagree with that. For me, I don't know why we would talk about Timo Werner. That's not what we need. And as far as Aubameyang goes, it's all how we each interpret things. All I hear Aubameyang say is he loves it here, and that's all I have to go by. You know, I understand Flo and Terry, you're both making good points, but no, I'm sorry. As far as I'm concerned, Aubameyang's here. He's happy, and they're just negotiating. This is his last big contract. Give him some time. Give him some time to, you know, get whatever he can get. Personally, I would just be like, what do you think is fair? Sign here. Because I'm with Terry. I think we got 3 or 4 more years with him being really, really a potent goal scorer. Oh, second round's over. I don't even know that.
But for me, I don't think Arsenal will offer a contract like they offered Özil, 350 a week. I don't think Arsenal will go down that line ever again. I think the max will be probably 250 to 280, and that's it. No higher than that.
Well, I hope so.
But the thing is, we don't need to go down that route, because that's what I was just about to say. If we're going to offer 60 million for Werner, then why don't we just give him a big signing on fee and then keep his wages down anyway?
For me personally, I would keep Aubameyang, but if you had the option, if someone came in and goes, you know what, here's 50 million for Aubameyang, what would you do? Take the risk of him hoping to sign, or would you take the money?
I don't think that we can risk taking the money to get a player in, because, like I said just before that at the beginning, where are the goals coming from? Where are the goals coming from? From who else? Lacazette is not scoring. Let's be honest. Lacazette is not scoring goals. We paid 50 million for him. He's not scoring goals. We're not getting. I mean, Martinelli obviously hasn't had a great chance with us yet. He looks phenomenal. I hope he comes on and he's a great player for us for loads of years. Same with Saka. But we don't know if they're going to get us them goals if Aubameyang goes. Who else is going to get them goals? That's what I mean.
All right. See, this is where I can't change your mind. All I can state is my opinion. I still think Laka is a world-class striker, and I would have no problem if we swapped Aubameyang for, a kick-ass midfielder. As long as we kept Laka, because I have confidence in Laka. He's in bad form now. I understand, Terry. I understand what you're saying, but we're never going to agree on this.
Yeah, no, I just think, like with the Laka situation, I do like him. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying he's a bad player or anything like that. I'm just saying if it come up that we could get Partey in swap deal, no money involved, then I would take that all day long.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Laka for Partey, I'd do it right now.
Yeah.
So you would take the risk of not taking the 50 million for Bamiyang and go by hoping maybe he'll sign for us.
I don't trust Kroenke to spend that money. I don't trust him.
But he'll be forced to spend that money because look what happened with Alexis Sanchez.
Yep.
We had an offer for Man City, 60 million. We didn't take it. And then he left to Man United. And then what we did, they go, oh shit, we've actually lost one of the best players, so we have to react because the backlash will be too much. And then they went and got Aubameyang. So I think if we do get rid of Aubameyang, I think the board will react and they will bring in a big name in just to keep us fans happy and to shut us up again.
Great point, Flo. Can't argue with that. I can say that I just saw an article that said player sales, buying players, everybody's like 28, 30% less money than they were now. So I don't know if we'd get 50 million for Aubameyang, but this is all speculation. And I do take your point. Everything you said, I cannot argue with.
Stan, what's your point of view of this?
She's got that hungry bum thing going on, you know, like it looks like bums eating your shorts. I've had that.
What do you think of the Aubameyang situation, what we've been talking about?
Oh, Aubameyang?
Yeah.
I understand. It's hard to not look at this, Stan. I understand.
It's unreal, isn't it? But
I'm just like...
I mean, I've seen girls going at it outside of nightclubs, and it weren't like this.
Girls outside of nightclubs. It's like this.
Yeah. It's more like that.
The thing of it, I've seen some wild ones, man. And what I used to do, they were wild, right?
Yeah,
but
mate.
With the Aubameyang situation, I agree with Terry in the case of like, you know, it's the name of the game is goals. He is a proven goal scorer. He's our highest goal scorer, and he's doing it playing out of position. But the caveat is, no matter how much I like him and I want him to stay, if he doesn't want to be here, we cannot keep him until his contract runs out and he leaves for free, because our masters have told us that we have a a self-sustaining model. That means that we have to get some money back from him to sell him. We can't afford to let him leave for free. So it's like a catch-22, isn't it? I want him to stay.
Sorry.
There's no guarantee that with the 60 million that we might get for him, the person we bring in, can they hit the ground running straight away? As much as I love the lad from Celtic, there'd be an adjustment phase. So, yeah, I'm all for keeping him, but we have to get money back. And I was reading just a couple of weeks ago that the asking price was 30 million, not 60, which is peanuts.
Well, yeah, that goes to my point where everybody's less money now because the clubs have lost so much money with this virus thing that you're not going to get 50 million for Aubameyang. I just don't see it.
Here's actually my biggest worry about what's happening now with transfers and that, because we've got about 5 or so players whose contracts come this summer we have to make a decision on. And most of those players are the players that a lot of people don't like anymore. Luis, Socrates, Mustafi. Yeah.
I think El Neni too, right? Or no?
Maybe even Xhaka. Yeah, El Neni may be in Mkhitaryan, but they're on loan. But the ones that are still here, the ones that a lot of people think are stinking up the place. Here's the thing. In the normal climate, someone like Socrates, for example, if we decided that we wanted to move him on, in a normal window, you might get someone pop their head up from like maybe Turkey or Greece and put in a cheeky 15 to maybe 20 million euro bid, right? And we'd maybe take that. But because of the current situation, maybe clubs like that, who we would maybe be able to get rid of him to, they ain't got that cheeky 15 million anymore because of the situation. And then that tells me that if we can't get rid of them, are we going to have to offer them another contract so that we can at some stage sell them to get a return on them? Or are we going to let them run their contracts down, leave on a free, and then we have no income coming in because we're a self-sustaining model?
Mm.
Did you see what I'm coming from? We don't want.
Before you answer that, Flo. Before you answer that, the fight ended. Let's see where the. Let's see.
Right? You hate Xhaka, right? how would you feel if come in the summer, because we can't move him on, we have to extend Xhaka's contract because at some point we want to sell him and get money back rather than he leaves for free? Do you see what I mean?
I think if we do put Xhaka on the transfer market, I think we won't be short of offers.
Yeah. Xhaka has some value because he's played so well under Arteta. So I agree with that. I think his value has gone up a little.
He will get off to Germany.
Claudia won the fight. Claudia's won the fight.
Yeah, okay.
Il is not happy. She swore there. I'm not going to say which one it was, but she swore on that decision.
So, but
there's a swear word you don't say in the UK. Oh, I got to know what.
Yeah, it's fuck.
Roma, where Mkhitaryan is, they offered us 10 million euros for him before this pandemic thing. We turned that down. Hertha Berlin, they offered 40 million for Xhaka. We turned that down. Now look at El Neni, right? He's been on loan for a season at Besiktas. They obviously like him because they've told us that they want to keep him on loan for another season. You hear that? They don't want to give us any money for him. They want to keep him on loan for another season. So that just maybe gives me an idea of where we are, of maybe offloading some of the players that we might not want anymore. Because if he's got a bit of shit test and he's had a good season and they like him, put your hand in your pocket.
Yeah, but they have put their hand in their pocket. They've said 10 million to buy him outright or just another loan. So you take an option. They don't offer him.
I didn't hear that they offered money for El Neni. I heard that Roma offered 10 million for Mkhitaryan, but El Neni, I didn't hear any money offered.
Yeah, Besiktas read something about that. Besiktas said either 10 million to buy him out or just another season-long loan. So they're asking me one more. But
I'll take the 10 million and I'll take the $20 bills.
I'll just take as much money as possible we could get for all of it. I'm fed up with having these people on loan and
but even Mkhitaryan, Terry, 10 million, you're not going to get more than him. Get rid of him. Plus, you save about 200 on wages.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Just get rid of him. I'm fed up with having these people on the fin.
Guys like Mkhitaryan and all that, I say let them go because it takes money off the wage bill. You know what I'm saying?
Here's the question, though, right, guys? How many? Where do you think we are, right? Over or under, right? 50% over or under that El Neni and Mkhitaryan line up for Arsenal next season. Under 50% or over?
It better be under 50%.
No,
I would have said under 10%.
I don't think you'll see them next season at Arsenal.
Yeah, I agree with Flo.
We've got a question here from Ben. He said, "How is the virus situation in the States and Australia, guys?"
I'll do the short version for the States. As far as New York, which is the epicenter for where I live, which is the epicenter for the States, you have to wear a mask in the few stores that are open. Grocery stores are sold out of anything decent to buy, to eat, and all the fast food places are open. So that's about it now. During the day, you wouldn't know there was a virus going on because cars are all over the road. At night, it's zombie land. Okay, how's it in Australia, Flo?
In Australia, it's about 90% back to normal because all about 4 or 5 states in Australia are free of the virus. Just the two to three major cities, which is states, which is Victoria, New South Wales, and Queensland. They still have some of the cases. But other than that, everything is back to normal. And also the restaurants and pubs and cafes will be open up in the next 2 weeks. So, yeah, there's only been 100 deaths. So the ratio here is very good. So I think we're back to normal here in Australia. I think we're the most advanced nation in the world to be free from this.
Nice. And plus you gave us the wiggles. So yeah. Are they all still alive? They must be old now. My kids used to listen to that stuff.
I'm aware one of them died from cancer, which was the yellow wiggle.
The yellow wiggle.
Yeah, this is going back when I was a kid. Yeah, he died from cancer.
What about in Vancouver, Stan?
Well, over here, it's like I can leave my house right now. I can go and get a kebab. I can go and get a McDonald's. I can go to the liquor store and go buy beer. But I can't go to my bank. I can't buy a pair of shoes. So I'm kind of like calling it over here. It's like I'm calling it the okey cokey lockdown because you can put your left leg in, your left leg out. You're in, out, in, out. It's neither one nor the other. I don't get it. It's either one nor the other. So I don't really understand what they're trying to achieve over here.
We have stores here like Target that not only sell groceries, you can buy, clothes and stuff. Are stores like that open? The Targets are open here. So if I need some socks, some socks, I can go drive to Target.
Yeah, we have
guns. Then you forgot guns.
We've got like a London drugstore. You can buy pants and socks and stuff like that. Do you know what I mean? But retail as a such, you want to go and buy trousers or whatever. That's not. But I can go and buy weed at the dispensary. That is still open.
So jealous.
The weed dispensary is still open.
Unbelievable.
And Terry, I'm not one of the Americans that loves guns, and yes, we give out guns. I think when you get your driver's license here, I'm not sure, but I'm not a gun guy.
Guns don't kill people. Rappers do.
Oh my God! And so ends the show. Good night, everyone.
God.
Oh my, you are out of control, Stan.
Okay.
I
mean, we've got a situation at the moment where they're just trying to ease lockdown, even though we're still got, I don't know how many people you got dying over there still, Glenn, but we're still got on average about 500 people dying a day still. And they still want to ease the lockdown and let children go back to school, which is an absolute joke.
Letting children go back to school is ridiculous. That's another thing here in the States. All the schools are closed. They say, forget this year. No one's going back until, the late fall at best. So, I think that's crazy. Talking about going back to school. That's freaking crazy.
It's ridiculous. And then obviously you got the people that say, we need to get the economic back up and running. We need to start spending money in that. And then on these people that say that are saying this because people need to go back to work because they haven't got no money and they're poor, right? They're poor at the moment. So if that's the case, then why are we opening up shops like DFS, which is a sofa shop, and all these other big ones like carpet shops and all that? Why are they all opening up when apparently no one's got any money and we need to get the economic back up and running? It doesn't make sense.
Yeah, I don't want to get into the numbers with the virus, but the most at-risk people are senior citizens and people who are 50 years old with a pre-existing condition. So I don't want to get into all those stats. Let me just say that worldwide, if you get coronavirus, the odds of it being fatal are 0.01 to 0.02%. And the most high-risk people are older folks. So we lose our common ground there, Terry. I don't know about opening carpet shops and stuff, but I think that I have no problem with the Premier League coming back if they do it June 12th or 19th or whatever date they've scheduled it for.
See, tonight, just before we went live, I watched a program. It's called Hospital, and it's on BBC Two over here. I don't know if you can get it, but it's basically just as the virus hit over here, they was doing live in the hospital, in the first hospital where they was taking all the patients, and seeing that and seeing how they, I mean, you're saying that it only affects these people, that's got like conditions, some sort of underlying conditions. I mean, there was a woman on there, I think she was some sort of nurse, and she'd done a sort of like half marathon 5 days beforehand. Nothing wrong with her whatsoever, and then comes down with it, and then fighting it in hospital. So it's not just about people with underlying. And when you actually see these people suffering with this disease, what on earth we're talking about, even the UFC and football in general or anything like that, is beyond me, because it's an absolutely devastating disease, mate, to be honest.
Last word to you. I don't want to talk about this anymore because I held up charts for Claude the other day because he's exactly like you, and I showed him this research study. I thought I had him swayed a little, but no. So last word to you, Terry. I understand what you're saying. I just don't want to talk about it anymore. Tell me about these two guys about to fight.
Well, I'm just going to get this is the main event, boys. So we get the thing up here. Overeem is from he's from the United Kingdom. He's from. So I've got to go for him, haven't I? He's had 45 fights. He's had 45 fights. He's lost 18, and Why has that got one no contest?
No, he's Dutch.
No, he's not Dutch. No,
Overeem is Dutch.
he's fighting. His country is United Kingdom, unless he's was in Holland. Stan.
I told you when I used to live in Amsterdam, and that's a Dutch. Overeem is a Dutch name. His picture was everywhere on local fights for UFC or whatever. So unless he's got a dual nationality or something like that,
He might do. He might do.
That's
but
a Dutch.
He's had a lot of fights, this geezer. He's had 45 fights and 18. 45 fights he's had.
Wow, these guys.
And the other ones had 13. So 7 wins, no losses. 18 wins Overeem's had and no losses. 6'4" and 6'5". Overeem's a little bit lighter than Harris. And more or less the same, boy. So who are we going for here? Who are we going for? Glenn.
Oh, this is tough. Do me last. That's what she said. Hold on. Go. Do me last. I want to read some more on these guys.
Okay. Go on, Flo. Who are you going for?
253, 264. Wow, these guys are even.
Overeem.
Okay, Stan.
Yeah, I'm going to go for. I'm just looking him up. Actually, I think he has got a Dutch. He has definitely got a Dutch background. I'm going for that guy because I've seen his picture around.
Well, listen, I've got to go with my boy from United Kingdom. Even he might be Dutch or whatever, but he's United Kingdom, so I've got to go for Addis there, mate. I've got to go for him. Glenn.
I'm gonna go for Overeem too. Yeah, I'm gonna go for.
Well, we're going to find out. If he comes into the ring wearing clogs, he's definitely Dutch.
I gotta turn up the AC. It's hot as balls in here. I'll be right back.
Archie, no, we haven't. What is this story about Harris, mate? I haven't heard anything. Do you know anything about this, Harris? Flo? Stan? No?
No, nothing.
Let us know, Archie. It's amazing he is fighting.
What happened? You got injury or you got done with something? Or
I don't know.
come on, Archie, be more specific, mate.
Is this a heavyweight fight? Is it?
It's a heavyweight.
Yeah, this is heavyweight. Yeah. They're just coming out now. I don't know what he's done. Let us know, Archie. Warren's put, we can't have no wins by submission as social distancing. He's got the Dutch flag up there, look, for Overeem.
Yeah. He's probably got, I bet he's probably got a parent from each one. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Let's have a look at this Walt Harris's story. Let's have a look.
I'm just watching Overeem walking out on my one. He looks proper focused.
Oh yeah, I was just thinking that too.
It's got something to do with his daughter or something, Terry.
Oh, yeah. I just got it up here. Walt Harris wasn't sure if he returned to the octagon after the death of his stepdaughter. The 6'5", 250-pound UFC fighter said he went through a dark period after Blanche's death. He wondered if going back to fighting meant he wasn't thinking about her. Let's see if we can. What happened then?
In that case, I'm going for Walt Harris. I think he's going to bring it home for her.
Blanche was abducted from a Chevron station. Blanche, 19, went missing in late October in Auburn, Alabama. Her remains were then discovered in late November in the wooded area of Macon County. An autopsy determined Blanche died of a gunshot wound, and the medical examiner ruled her death as homicide.
Oh my, that's a terrible. Is this his first fight since that awfulness? Is this his first fight?
Yeah.
I'm gonna switch to Harris then.
Yeah.
I switched to Harris.
Yeah, I think if anything, purpose-wise, Harris has got it, isn't he? Purpose-wise. Jesus. What a horrible thing to happen.
Terrible. That is terrible. November, his daughter went missing and later found dead. They found the killer. The T-shirt he walked out for is his daughter. Oh.
Nice.
That's heartbreaking.
That's I don't know if it's the same thing, but I've recently been watching on MTV with what's his name out of Catfish. I can't think of his name. The host. I've been watching like a crime story one. Does anyone know if that was on there? Because that seems like a similar story.
I haven't watched MTV since they stopped doing music videos.
I didn't even know MTV was still on.
Yeah, the real world was the end of MTV.
Have you still got that astronaut holding the flag and that?
This is going to be a bruiser. Gunner since 79's put. Just to let everyone know, this is the main event. If you just joined us, please join up. Please go and sign up for Op Mic. Go and download it from the App Store, Apple App Store, or Google Play Store using our code CBS301. When you've signed up, it's all free. You'll be able to sync up your phone on the app with your TV, and you can listen to our commentary with any live watch-alongs that we do. We're going to do Neighbours with Flo tomorrow, and
does remember that old boxing announcer? Let's get ready to rumble.
The same thing, Glenn. I was like, where is that guy?
Is he still around? That guy?
That's him, Bruce Buffer.
Buffer, yeah, he's
boxing guy, right? He's got a brother. He has a brother. I think they might even be twins, or they look really similar. They get paid something like 500 grand for saying that.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
I think he's actually copyrighted. He's copyrighted the words. Let's get rid of it.
Yeah.
Wow.
So by saying that, we've just basically demonetized this stream. Yeah, probably Terry.
There's other things that there's been
cease and desist letter from the Royal. Let's get rid of the Rumble guy.
Warren's put he can't be in the right mind this early.
Or it could have motivated him. It strikes me one guy's 39. The guy that lost his stepdaughter's 36. Do they usually fight this old in the UFC?
Yeah.
Also, as well, they're not that too. You see, the Dutch guy's got quite a lot more fights, hasn't he?
Yeah.
I can't go against the other guy.
I know. I'm with you. I think I'm with
It'll be a good story if it does come through, Harris.
I'm going totally with my heart, not with my head.
Yeah, me too. He looks mean though, doesn't he? This guy. I'm just watching this Dutch guy circling around. He looks.
Terry, you're on the radio, mate.
Here we go, boys. Main event of the evening.
That Dutch guy looks like someone's pissed in his cornflakes.
I want to see blood here, boys.
This is 5 rounds.
That first fight wasn't enough blood for you, Flo?
No, I want to see cut open, bust face and everything.
Gio's with a super chat. Thank you very much, Gio, for your contribution. He said, keep up the great content. What do you guys think will take Arsenal to contend and play their beautiful football? Keep your young talent. You let Benson come over to my club, Milan. We've been doing that quite a lot, to be honest, Gio.
Yeah.
Midfielders.
We've done that with a few players. Ramsey, Gnabry.
There's another kid, right? Daniel Malen playing over in the Eredivisie in the Netherlands. He was with us. He's tearing it up over there, Terry.
Makes me sick, man.
Yes. Even Jeff Rennie Adelaide, he's in Lyon. He's tearing it up there. Before they stopped the football in France.
Oh, I don't know. We just. Oh, he took him. Harris has got it. Harris has got him down. He's knocking him out here.
You're ahead of me.
Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait until I see it.
This is going to be over. No, he's got back up.
I feel like I'm watching Star Wars.
He's bloodied up here. Oh, he's taking a beating.
There we go. He's into him now.
He's taking a beating. The referee's going to stop this.
I feel like I'm watching Star Wars and Terry's telling me that the Emperor is still alive.
Here you go. We've got him now. Glenn, look at him now.
I still haven't got to that punch yet.
Haven't you? He's got him on
There
the
it is. Ah. Oh, ow, ow,
his
ow,
face
ow,
is
ow.
battered.
Oh my God.
Harris, all to do it for your daughter. He's got load of race to release. Yeah, Harris has put Overeem. Overeem put Harris.
Stop the fight. Jesus, did they stop it, Terry?
No. Harris has turned it around. Overeem's turned it around now. Overeem's on top of Harris now.
Have a look at the blood, Glenn.
Well, I've got to turn the volume down. You're spoiling this for me, man.
Overeem's going for the man. Overeem's going for a man here.
Overeem is a mess.
In the blood?
He's not going to be able to see out of that left eye soon.
He's on. Overeem's on top of Harris at the minute.
Oh, he's choking.
Holy jeez.
Overeem is smashing him.
Badly. Oh my word. Oh.
Oh, okay. Now I'm at the point where he's coming
Oh,
back.
Overeem is just hitting him in the face. He's got him tied up.
Oh, he's done, isn't he? Oh.
He's trying to go for a neck lock here, Overeem, but I don't think he's going to get it.
Who's got the play-by-play on right now? I hear it. Who's got it on?
Yeah, the volume. He's got the volume up.
Oh, now it's off. Okay.
Is he on top of him yet, Overeem, on yours?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm in a minute 50 here.
Oh, God, he's just punching him in the face here, Overeem.
This is brutal. Ow, ow, ow.
Oh, he's just getting punched in the face here, Harris.
Is he still on top when you're watching, Terry? Or
Yeah, he's
like
got him up against the cage, just punching him in the face.
Yeah, that's what we are.
Yeah, that's where I'm at.
No,
too.
it's still going on.
His neck is like at the angle of an L against the fence, and he's just getting punched. Ouch. This is awful.
I'd feel very vulnerable fighting another fully grown man in just a pair of pants.
Oh, he's got full man here. He's got full man here now, Overeem.
He's just copying
Overeem got him up against the fence and just clubbing him in the head.
Yeah, they're both a mess right now. But
no defense whatsoever.
He's got to try and get out of that corner.
Just getting belted on the face, in the face.
Do they ever throw in the towel in this sport?
Not really, no.
This poor guy.
That's round one over and done with, boys. And we've got another 4 rounds.
I'm on 49 seconds of round one still, and he's got him against that fence, man.
I'm at 29 seconds, 28, 27. Wow, this
Claude,
is...
join us if you're awake, mate. Claude just said no alarm call yet for Glenn. We've got another sort of 15, 20 minutes if you want to join us, Claude.
Yeah, as soon as this fight's over, I got to go. But I wanted to stay for the whole thing because I felt bad about earlier today when I didn't know you guys went on so early.
No, that's fair enough, mate.
My son is snoring super loudly 5 feet away from me. So if you hear a weird noise, it's him. My God, I can't believe that this... which is the guy from America, Harris?
Yeah.
I can't believe he's still standing. He's got blood all over him. He looks like a horror movie.
Yeah, the round is finished.
Told you, I want to see blood. I want to see blood, and we saw blood. Good fight.
This is, holy cow!
It's amazing when you wipe the blood off. That he's only got a little cut over his eye. Overeem.
I thought Overeem looked pretty smashed up myself. More smashed up Overeem.
Second round just started, by the way, boys.
Yeah, this is crazy. It's like the elevator scene in The Shining with all that blood. This is crazy.
Red rum.
I don't need to see a replay of that beating. Wow. 10-8.
Ooh.
10-8 to the guy from the UK. 10-8. What do you guys got? Score it. Come on, let me hear your scores.
Oh, 10-8. I'd go.
I'll go for the Dutch guy. He's on top of me.
Yeah, I'd go.
10-7 you're giving him, Flo?
10-8.
Oh, okay. Terry, Stan?
I'd go 10-9 to the Dutch. The British Dutch.
I think I had the better of that last round at the end there. Harris keeps doing that move where he swivels his hips. Have you seen that? He keeps doing this little hip swivel.
Yeah.
Good night, Ben. Thanks for staying up so late.
Yeah, thanks, Ben.
Cheers, Ben.
Oh my word! What a kick! What a punch! He's out. He's done. He's won over him. He's over. What a kick and a punch! Oh my word! You watch this, man. He's still going. He's still going. What a kick and a punch from Overeem.
I'm waiting for this punch kick. Was it a roundhouse kick, Terry?
Yeah, roundhouse kick for
the on the ear, on the side. That was a good kick. God, it is over. Surely got to be over, Terry.
No, no, it's still going on.
Oh.
Ow!
What a kick that was.
Oh! Stop! Stop hitting him!
He's trying to get him in the neck. He's going to try and get him in the headlock, yeah?
Oh!
Both legs under.
Oh, poor Harris.
Throw in the tail, Glenn.
Harris is just right up against the ropes. Overeem is on top of him. He's got both legs under. He's trying to... He's trying to get his arm under his neck, yeah.
What do you reckon? Is he going to survive round 2, Terry, or not?
No, I don't think so. The referee is looking. He's standing over him. No, he stopped it. He stopped it.
Of course he stopped. I just watched him take 30 straight punches to the head. Of course he stopped it. It should have been stopped 2 minutes ago. How do they get away with this?
I think Harris is letting out a bit of emotion here on the floor.
This is brutal. Poor Harris is covering the side of his head because he's just getting constant. It's like 30, 31, 32 punches to the head. My God, throw in the Terry, what the fuck happened?
He's still playing his head like a bongo drum.
The referee stopped it.
Yeah, he stopped it.
God.
I'm looking at his kick again, the kick and the punch. Oh, my word.
That was brutal, mate. That was a brutal kick.
Oh, that was awful and absolutely fascinating.
That was
superb. The follow-up punch right on the chin is just knocked him flat out, man.
He stopped it.
Great finish.
Oh, look, Terry, you left out the best part. He's consoling the American guy. That's
I said that. I said
beautiful.
that.
Oh, you did. I'm sorry. That's beautiful.
No, he looked like
the guy said that Overeem has been doing this since 1999.
Oh,
that's a long time.
Wow.
Unbelievable. Well, what fight to finish on, boys. I mean, that was unbelievable fight.
That was crazy shit. Oh, I just saw the replay of that punch. He kicked him in the head with a roundhouse kick, and blood came flying out of his mouth after he kicked him.
Glenn, did you see after the kick when he just leveled him on the jaw?
Yes, this is ridiculous.
That's what I'm saying. You know, when you look at boxing, boys, you know what I mean? You can get a little cut above your eye and the referee stops it. I mean, and then you look at this, you know what I mean? They don't stop it for nothing, the doctors in UFC. Very rarely the doctors stop the fights.
I feel like I just watched Gladiators in the Roman Colosseum. That was ridiculous. That was ridiculous. How is boxing even still around? Wow.
What's Gio put here? Great. The This fight full of punches. Yep, you're right. These guys that are hitting like elephants.
Oh, I don't know what elephants he's seen. All elephants I see are all friendly.
Balancing on balls usually, aren't they?
Either friendly or shitting or Oh my gosh, that was friggin' crazy.
I can't believe that Overeem has been doing this shit since 1999. He's been fucking getting the shit smacked out of him for all that. That's your job. Do you know what I mean? That's your job.
He's a veteran in the sport.
I used to complain when I worked in a call center, for fuck's sake.
That was a great fight, though, boys. I mean, obviously,
crazy.
That's probably the fight of the night. What do you reckon?
Oh yeah,
absolutely, hands down. Yeah, there's a weekly UFC show here. I forget what channel it is, but I'm going to look it up now because that was crazy.
Hey, Glenn, what were your thoughts on the women in UFC?
Well, I can't. They didn't really wail on each other because I don't know if I would have been able to handle that. But I'm not going to be stuck in a stream with three guys. If the women come on, I'll change channels. It's just not for me. But this is crazy shit, man. I don't understand how boxing is even a sport anymore because this just blows it away. It's back like when I used to watch UFC.
This guy's a former heavyweight champion. Overeem.
Yeah. I mean, he's a beast.
Who's the current heavyweight champion in boxing? I don't have my phone. It's in the other room.
Boxing?
Yeah, in boxing. Who's the heavyweight champ right now?
Well, you got Tyson Fury. He's got how many belts you got? 2 or 1?
He's the current champ?
Well, you got him, and then you got AJ, who's got a couple. I mean, it's a bit different in boxing. You got like 4 different
belts for one division.
Association. You got WBC, WBA,
the Ring Magazine belt, and a lineal champion as well, right?
Yeah, that's what turned me off of boxing. So they still have that. Okay.
Yeah, but here's the thing, right? There's 2 of them, and if this fight happens, one of them will come out as like the undisputed. He'll have everything. Okay. So that's like the big thing now, the next big thing.
Okay. Thanks. Yeah, that was crazy. Okay, guys, I'm going to call it a night.
Before
Where are you going, Glenn? Where are you going?
Oh, shit, Claude's here. All right, I'll have to stick around a little longer now. Claude, turn the fucking light on. I don't all I see is a black box.
He looks
a bit like see me. I'm naked, man. I don't want to see. I'm in bed, mate. I'm in bed, so you don't want to see me.
Do a bit of Nicholson.
Anyway, listen, what's going on here? I heard you still up, Glenn. What's going on? No alarm.
I'm still. You never lose a chance to rib me about this. My wife, I bought her some bourbon. She's upstairs passed out drunk. I'm good. Life is good right now.
Oh, brilliant. I can't believe it. She's let you on for all this time. God. She might have another man downstairs. I don't know.
Don't get my hopes up.
Claude, where are you? On my screen, it looks like, like in The Shining with Jack Nicholson when he's coming through the bathroom door. Here's John.
Are you all right, mate?
I'm very well. How are you?
I don't think the others can hear me.
We can all hear you.
We can hear you. You sound
like you have that frog voice when you first wake up. That frog voice.
Yeah. I just heard the phone go. I see the phone go, and I heard this American. I heard an American guy who couldn't fix his internet or couldn't fix this, couldn't do this. So what's going on here? What's going?
Is it me, or are you guys just seeing a black box where Claude is supposed to be? It's kind of funny. What are you doing there in the dark, Claude?
I can't hear the others. I can only hear you, Glenn.
Oh. Other guys talk, so Claude can do a mic check.
Did you get some sleep?
No, I can't hear them. All
You
right,
can't hear me.
Claude,
Can
sign out and come back in. Maybe we'll be able to see you.
I can hear you, Claude.
I can
I
hear
can hear
Claude,
him.
but he
I can
can't
hear
hear you
Claude.
guys.
Oh,
Oh, that was brutal.
That was a
I'm
really good fight.
I'm still recovering. I'm still recovering from that fucking fight. All right, I don't know why I'm still looking at the TV. Oh, I'm hearing feedback.
Yeah, I think it's from Claude.
Oh, it's from Claude. Claude, sign out and come back in.
Okay, I'll come back in. Hold a minute.
Claude sleepwalking.
He sounds like Barry White.
Oh my God, we've been on for 3 hours.
3 hours nearly. Yeah, it's gone quick, isn't it?
Yeah, actually, it has.
Yeah, that's gone really quick. So what's coming in quickly before we finish up? Then let's have a 5-10 minute talk on Arsenal. Then let's fresh it out, boys. So what's your feelings on Arteta? I want to talk about Arteta as a manager. What do you think he's going to do? How do you think he's going to do for Arsenal, Glenn?
I'm with you on this one, Terry. I think he's the right man for the right job, and I think he's gonna bring us some trophies if we just support him and give him some money and not let our young talent leave. I think we're gonna see some great things with Arteta.
Yeah, I do believe that. Claude, can you hear us there? Can you hear us, Claude?
All right, Claude.
He can't hear us. Go on, Flo. What was you saying? What do you think about Arteta?
I pretty much agree with Glenn and yourself there, Terry. I think he's the right man for the job. He's doing a good job so far. I think Arteta's legacy will be, for me, critical. How he handles the board. He's got to be firm with them, and he's got to step his authority. So what he wants for them to go after. Because if he's just like we heard what Unai Emery said, the players he wanted, the board went back at him. So I think with Arteta, if any coach in Arsenal is going to succeed, he has to be firm with the board, and everyone's got to sing from the same hymn sheet. Otherwise, it's out of his hands, and he won't be able to do much with us. So I think he's the right man, and hopefully, once the season resumes, we have a good run at it, and hopefully, we finish in the top 4, and then we'll see what Arteta can really do with a bit of money behind him.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. Stan, yourself?
Yeah, I'm happy with Arteta. Every time I hear him, when he's in his interviews, like the one that he done with Wrighty, he says all of the things that I want to hear an Arsenal manager saying. But I have to agree with what Flo said, yeah? And that's if the team isn't turned over and if the board don't back him, then all of those things that I like hearing him say, it's just going to be for a waste of time, because in order for us to get to where we want to be at Arsenal, the team does need to be turned over and invested in and changed around. And I really hope that it's the case that if Mikel Arteta wants to buy a player, as I read with the Emery story, that he gets to choose his players and that he's not given players to work with.
Yeah.
Can't disagree with that either. I always get worried when I agree with Stan, but I agree with you, Stan.
I'm drawing you in, Glenn. I'm drawing you in. Like the Polish guy in the first fight.
Hey, where's the Elvis outfit? I missed the change. How long? Damn. See, I was so enthralled with that fight, I missed the costume change. Okay, so
Gamer said he's the man for the job. Warren Edwards has put, don't matter what manager we have without the balls backing.
Yeah.
Warren's also said Kenny Sampson. Yeah.
Oh, how's he doing? How's he doing?
We don't know yet. It's just he's still in hospital at the moment. There's not really much updates, but I hope he gets well soon. Whatever is going on with him. Yeah, but with Arteta, I really do believe that we've got the right man for the job. If he can get back in from the board, and he can get the right players in that he wants, I definitely think that we can be right up the table again and competing. So we just need to give him time. It's going to take a little bit longer now because obviously the situation we've been in. and we don't know what's going to happen with transfers this season or next season, should I say. So we might have to give him another season before we can get some players in. We'll have to wait and see. But hopefully we can get 2 or 3 players in. We can get 2 or 3 players in this season, like I said, with the changes that I wouldn't mind making in my team anyway. Then I think we could be challenging for definitely Champions League spots and maybe beyond that. So I'm really happy with Arteta. Ed put Arteta needs more time and given a chance to get his type players. Good time to rebuild the rooster during this transition.
Yeah. I agree with all of that. It's going to be a really tough job for Arteta because we're going to have another oil billionaire owning another team in the Premier League with Newcastle, so it's a lot harder job right now, but I agree with everything that everybody has said, which is uncomfortable for me. I'm used to yelling and screaming at you guys.
It pisses me off that we have all these billionaires coming into the Premier League and taking up, football teams as their personal playthings. And
yeah.
Trust our luck to get the tight-ass billionaire. You know what I mean?
So
Always
true.
Always
it's just our luck,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So true. If it weren't for bad luck, we'd have no luck at all.
Yeah.
Have you guys
Right,
heard
boy.
the new thing about Stan Kroenke because of the stadium he's trying to build for the LA Rams? He wants to invest. He wants to get another loan of $500 million because there's some complications from his stadium. He's not getting done. He's behind schedule. So I think he's going to get another $500 million loan just so he can finish it off. And then what does that mean for us? Or could it mean that he's he's asking for this loan and things for him are not as good with money, so it might be a chance for him to sell up if someone big comes in, because he needs money. He got $400 million loan plus another 500. That's close to $1 billion in loan. So could it be a good thing? Or could it be a bad thing for us? We'll wait and see.
Here's the thing, right? He's in the middle of building 2 stadiums, right? And from what I've heard, the number that it's gone over by is somewhere between 2 to 6 billion. So we heard stories about a month ago that he was going to put money into Arsenal to help prop us up, and the story was very vague. It just said millions. Now, for you, me, and whoever, a couple of million is nice, but a couple of million into Arsenal, it doesn't even get you a right toe. So, and we've not heard anything since. So it's going to be really interesting to see how this actually plays out, how much support he's going to give us, and how we're going to bring players into the club. If we're a self-sustaining model, we can't sell players, and we're also talking about pay cuts.
Listen, I've got an easy solution for him. Don't worry about taking loans out. Sell the club. Sell the club. Then you've got money there. We will be happy. He will be happy. We all can move on then.
Yeah, I don't think Kroenke is ever going to sell. Our only hope is that whenever he passes, Josh just sells the club. I think we're stuck with him, like we're stuck with Ozil for the next year and a half.
It seems to me that Kroenke seems to be like a land guy, right? I've heard that one of his ranches is bigger than fucking Birmingham, right?
Oh
so right now he's got with the Emirates, he's got a prime piece of real estate right in the smack middle of London, and that's got to be worth a lot of leverage when he's doing all of his deals to buy ranches and build stadiums. So I'm not so. I think that we might be stuck with him a little bit longer than we really want him to be because of that, right?
Oh yeah. Terry, I got to ask you, because I just noticed it's 12:05 a.m. here, which means it's 5 a.m. over there. What energy drinks do you drink? Because I want to buy them. How are you still awake, my friend? How the hell are you still awake? What is that?
This is just like a little bottle thing, and I fill it up, and it's just blackcurrant. That's all I'm drinking, mate.
Oh, wow.
No. He's got Stella in there. Don't believe the word of it.
Listen, if I had Stella, I'd be doing my own UFC. You wouldn't have been watching it on BT. I would have been fighting myself in the mirror, boys.
Damn, I can't believe you're still awake. If it was 5 a.m. here, I'd be like, fuck you all.
Well, I was just about to say, I'm gonna wrap up now, boys, because it is late, and I want to get a few more hours in before I get up again and do it all over again tomorrow. We've got the football show on tomorrow with obviously the Bayern Munich game. Come and join us live for that. And Monday night, we've got our Monday night show with review the Premier League. We will have a supporter from Everton, from Everton podcast coming on our show. We'll have a Sheffield United person and hopefully maybe a Chelsea one. We will be advertising that tomorrow, so please come and watch us on that. We will be live on both mic and YouTube. If you go to Apple Play Store and Google Play Store, download mic, use the code CBS301, and you've got some funky functions on there where you can hook up your app to the TV and you can listen to our commentary every time we do a live watch along. So that'd be great when the Arsenal and the Premier League is back. We're looking forward to that. So like I said, we've got the German game tomorrow, Bayern Munich, and then we've got our show on Monday night with other supporters get their point of views and how their clubs are doing through these hard times at the moment. So yeah, and please, if you can, do us one favour, and that is to like and share on both platforms. That will help us out and grow our platform for us. So it just leaves me to say thank you everyone who joined us in the chat room. Thank you, Flo from Down Under, for joining us.
No worries, man. Thank you. Pleasure. Anytime.
Yeah, all the time, mate. You're always welcome. Same as you, Stan. Thank you for joining us from Vancouver.
Listen, it's been a pleasure talking to you guys. I might be on Arsenal fan circle tomorrow, so if anyone's around, look out for that. And I've just realised, I'm looking at how long we've been going. We've been going longer than one of them long-ass Marvel movies. Come
on, guys, wrap it up. I got to take a huge dump.
Also, I've got to thank Glenn from New York. Thanks for coming on again, mate. Really appreciate it.
No problem. That McDonald's is coming back on me right now, so I'll see you guys later.
And everyone do what Gio said. Put the notification bell on YouTube and everything, and as soon as we advertise anything, you can it comes straight up. Was you going to say something there, Stan?
No, mate. Do I look like it? No.
So for everyone, thanks for joining us. That's over and out from us. Great last fight of the night. Was worth staying up for. Thank you very much. See you all later.
Thank you. See you, Stan.
In true Claude's words, it's time to go.